And we...
Pennies are you using?
We are live.
Oh, hi, we're having discussions about food.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have divulged into foods.
Mayonnaise on a grilled cheese is bad. Use
No.
butter instead.
No,
I'm with her, butter.
No, mayonnaise is the superior condiment for making grilled cheese.
Like,
Look,
Spiffy told me about it.
Like the crust you get is so better.
I understand the reasoning. I understand
the only way you get an even close crust is if you have like homemade butter or like fresh butter you buy from like a dairy.
The Amish.
Exactly. Yeah. But
like
I'll take
I
my
understand
butter grilled cheese.
Yeah, Spiffy, you said that it kind of makes it almost like a French toast style.
Yeah, basically.
Of it. Yeah,
Mhm.
I understand it, and I saw it work. The taste is bad.
Look,
I can understand this. I hate French toast.
I use butter mainly because I burn the ever-living hell out of the bread anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was going to say, of all the people to have this conversation, Rojan is not one of them.
Roach is like, grilled cheese? Oh, you mean charcoal and cheese?
Yep. Yep.
My one texture thing is soggy bread.
Spiffy
his is the worst.
Spiffy has seen pictures of the grilled cheese that I make.
Oh, you mean the war
I
crime?
want pictures.
Yes, the war crime.
Okay, let me see if I can find one.
I want pictures. Because I'm kind of with Roger. I don't mind things a little burnt sometimes.
Oh no, no.
Sometimes
No, it's all burnt.
This is not a little burnt.
I intentionally burn them, and it is to me it is not good until the bread is black.
That is insane,
I can
sir.
understand the flavor Burton gives off though, because I will eat the one that we burnt this toast. And I'm like, no, just give me the toast.
Yeah,
I am that person.
Rojan's that person the last pip on the toaster is for.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd hate our toaster because our last pip on our toaster might be like the third pip on most toasters.
Wow. Your toaster sucks.
Really nice toaster, and then someone in my house
like you
decided it was
belong
too
on a
big
cross.
and got rid of it and bought a cheap like $20 toaster, and it's the piece of shit. I hate it. My fancy toaster is just too big. This is not point attention in our house.
Aside from having conversations about grilled cheese and food war crimes, how are you?
Decent. Good, man.
Okay.
Hanging in
I
there.
just woke up.
I had to go to a kid's birthday party today, but it was okay.
What
Kids
flavor
got
cake?
to run around, so
What flavor
little friend
cake?
had a birthday.
Cake flavor.
No.
More importantly, how many children did you fight?
No. There's always what flavor cake. That's the most important question.
It was vanilla.
Really?
Yeah.
They don't like
It was
kids.
some Safeway store cake, bought cake.
Vanilla is underrated.
It's a
No.
kid. They don't care what flavor it is. They just want some.
Fuck you, sir. When I was a child, cake was part of the essential food groups.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. They don't care what flavor it is as long as they get cake.
Yeah.
My son might have down 2 pieces, and it was an indoor play place, so he just ran off to play and bounced off the walls there.
Yeah, they don't care what flavor it is. It's sugar.
They still have those?
Mhm.
Oh man, dude, I haven't seen one in Oregon in forever. Like 5 years ago, they pretty much vanished. Like the McDonald's
Not
with
like
the
the
play
McDonald's
places, the Chuck E. Cheese's, like Chuck E. Cheese vanished. Or if there was a Chuck E. Cheese, it's just an arcade, like the ball pit.
That's because
There's a
everybody.
very long
that's
waiver
because
to go in this place.
That's because kids pee in the ball pit, so they just got rid of it because it was like after COVID, it just became even more of a petri dish.
Well, it's like that, and fucking Chuck E. Cheese is basically just like a dry Dave and Buster's now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like the place we go to is a place called Catapult. They have like this whole harness system for kids to climb around up in the top area. And then they have a lower area, which is just you basically jumping not ball pits, but like the bouncy houses everywhere.
So you put the kids in a harness?
Well, no, my son's scared of heights, so he doesn't go in the upper area.
And just let them have at it on the fucking ceiling.
It's like kids are having like the American Gladiator joust matches up there and knocking each other off.
Oh, yeah,
if there's a string and a net, they're fine.
Laser,
It might
turbo,
be empty in there.
tower.
It's fine.
Oh my god, dude! I pay good money to fucking see that shit. Oh my god.
It's more of an obstacle course.
Look,
But it's-
anything is a
Oh.
battle arena once you put kids in it.
This is true. This is true. Hey, it was a good
But
time
yeah.
for him. And I got to sit there and
Yeet.
not parrot for a while.
Eat the child.
So,
Oh.
yep, Zorro is currently AFK at the moment, taking care of some family stuff. Maybe coming in a little bit later, but for now, you guys are minus Paige. Though, last time we were together, a decent amount of stuff happened.
War crimes are about to be committed.
William's identity was sort of doxed to the group as Louis pretty much, went in and proved that, most cities' cybersecurity is absolute ass. Was able to get William's name, address, yearly salary, pretty much everything about him.
W2s.
Sent it out to the rest of the group. Those who were at the nest at that point in time recognized him as the guy who rented a movie from the store not too long before the information was sent out. As night went on, everyone sort of convened at the dorm. Sushi was made via a YouTube video because Gemma.
Gemma does everything.
As the night progressed, Condor got a call from Alice saying that she was in one of the lower parts of the trenches near some sort of abandoned warehouse or something, and she saw some weird individuals going into it. They kind of looked like ninjas. But midway through the conversation, she said, "Oh shit," and the line went dead. Condor very nonchalantly just got up and just began to walk towards the elevator and let everybody know that Alice might be in trouble. Everyone boarded on the flying Winnebago, apparently, that the Mastersons have, because why not? Yes, Mary. Sorry, not Alice. I don't know why I keep calling her Alice. Mary. And upon getting down to the warehouse, Condor / Cryptid ran into Laserface, who was already on the rooftop scouting the area out. There's a very brief conversation before Condor leaped off the edge. And then what transpired was a completely one-sided trouncing for you guys, as you just destroyed everything and everyone inside the area. During the fight, Louis recognized one of the individuals as the person who had stolen his laptop and all of his stuff from his dorm room. Sort of giving him his own version of the penance stare, like slowly microwaving the guy as he's getting closer. The fight sort of concluded. Mary showed up, said that she had dropped her phone in the ditch next to the warehouse, which raised some people to be a little bit suspicious of Mary.
Little.
Yeah, just a little bit. Mary.
She was about to fucking meet the rack for some other shit.
And so, as you got notification that the police were on their way, almost everyone boarded onto the Winnebago. William / Laserface refused and sort of like went into the shadows to keep track of what was going on. So did Paige. Paige stayed back to see what was going on at the warehouse. After Mary was Mary wasn't dropped off. Mary walked on her. Or did you guys give Mary a ride? I forget.
We
No,
drop
she
off like
she
a couple
wa-
blocks away.
she walked home. Gemma tailed her. Got found out.
Yeah.
There was almost an altercation. Mary's about to pepper spray Gemma.
Oh no, she tried to
Probably
nail
wouldn't be the
Gemma.
first time.
She tried to nail Gemma in the face with a pipe.
It still wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, there was a bit of a what the fuck conversation between the two of them as Gemma saw Mary go into the into an apartment across the street, lights turn on and everything like that. Back at the warehouse, both Laserface and Euphoria saw Spectre show up, do a sweep of the area, and while this was going on, Senator Warren also popped in. They rounded up the individuals, the unconscious quote unquote ninjas and everything.
Foot Clan.
Yeah, discount Foot Clan. And we're on their way. Somehow Spectre is still looking for quality team members because they completely looked over a briefcase that was in there that held a rather high-grade ocular implant. This implant bearing various Masterson Technology logos on it, on the different pieces and parts. And everybody kind of went their own way afterwards. The Vigilant 6 went back to the dorm along with the individual that Louis kidnapped, but then was sent to the hospital because he got a talking to that you don't bring bad guys back to the HQ. And William made his way through the back streets back to his apartment. So as we pick up today, we are picking up right after Louis gets the talking to from Brad that is like, look, I understand you want information on where your stuff is at, but we don't bring the bad guys back to the base, especially since this is technically Worthington HQ. Not Worthington, but Masterson.
He kind of does the teenager dismissive huff with a nod. In his mind, he's thinking, but it's okay to kidnap us and take us here.
It wasn't kidnapping, it was recruitment.
He doesn't say it out loud, but in his mind, that's what's going on.
We
You didn't have a
didn't hold the Insect King guy here either at all. No.
fair point
Yeah.
about the Ant King. Like, he was absolutely
Well,
brought
you know
back
what?
here.
There was a
ended so well for
special
us.
circumstance for the Ant King.
Extenuating circumstances.
Yeah, but in Teenager Mind.
True.
Yeah, exactly.
It was recruitment, just like the Jedi Order. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I 100% do not deny that Louis is still in the hormonal stage of the teenage life, no matter how smart he is.
All right. So I think we're going to start with Max. Not Max. William.
Nah,
I
This
was
time
about
around.
to say, here we go again.
Wrong, Max.
wrong game. Ah, yes.
So William, you make sure to take, the back roads and everything to get back to your apartment just to lose anybody that may be tailing you. You get into, I take it he's in an apartment in the trenches, or where does he live?
Yeah, just an apartment in the trenches.
Okay. You sort of pop into the apartment, turn the lights on. Thankfully, you're the only person in there. Still in possession of that implant.
Oh, I have?
No, he gave it to Paige.
Oh, Paige has it.
I gave it
Okay.
to Paige.
All right.
Yeah.
So what is Max doing? Not Max, William. Fuck. Putting a ban on people having similar names in different campaigns.
I mean, we have similar names in the same campaign. You think we can differentiate between different ones?
Right? Zenith and Zephyr.
He's boring city. Won't leave. He William's just gonna kind of like, change out of his super suit and is just kind of gonna put on like some PJs and just flop down on his sofa and watch, I'm assuming, the 11 o'clock news.
Sure.
Yeah, all right. Nothing really out of the ordinary.
Okay. You're just pretty much relaxing after a quasi night of crime fighting.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. What about the rest of everybody? Once you get back to the dorm, what are you planning to do tonight?
I just ran through a building and knocked a dude with another dude. I'm going to bed.
America.
America.
At this point, is Gemma back at the dorm as well? Or?
Yeah. Around this,
I teleported back.
Yeah.
So.
Both Gemma and Paige are back.
Okay.
Louis is going to see if Perkins is at the nest. If not, he is going to text her.
Perkins is actually at the dorm.
Cool. He would go to wherever he knows she is, and he would have a conversation with her. That's his plan.
She's just pretty much in the common room, just like sitting at like the main like breakfast nook, just like going through a data pad, just drinking coffee.
Cool. He would just go to her and just go, can I ask for some advice?
Louis, it depends on what kind of advice you're looking for, but shoot.
Well, I know you have to deal with regular police more often than I'm pretty sure you'd like to. I need to know how one goes about claiming stolen property that's in a police facility.
Well, normally you would go to the police station or wherever the evidence is being claimed. You file a report that the items in question were stolen, and once they're cleared from evidence, they're given back to you. Though, depending on trials and everything like that, that could take a while. Why?
So, the guy that Bradley just cut into the wind, he's the shithead who robbed my dorm room and took all my tech.
The one that he sent to Metro Mercy.
Yes.
Well, since he technically wasn't arrested, you can get information from him, and if there's been no arrest, you may be able to get the evidence back. Or you could try breaking into the evidence lockers and taking it yourself.
Yeah. Trying to avoid that as a last-ditch effort. If I just took my stuff, that's a red flag to me. I'd have to cause significant damage to the rest of the evidence locker. That's what it's called, right? Evidence locker. That's what it is on all the cop shows.
Yeah, it's like an evidence locker, evidence lockup, or whatever.
I'd rather not do that. The problem is a lot of my tech is custom gear, so it's not like I have receipts for it.
You can still claim it. Enough of a description of the items or anything should be good enough for you to get them.
How assholey are the cops under non-super circumstances?
She sits there and she's like, well, that's a very broad question. It would be, how much of an asshole is the guy behind the desk at the time you go in to ask them?
Do you happen to know anyone at? And I basically, I flipped through the dossier that Bradley gave me, and I at this particular police department that is the least asshole amongst the cops.
Louis, I am technically Secret Service, maybe CIA. I don't correspond with these individuals much. If I'm speaking to anybody in a police sense, it's usually the chief of police.
Okay. That's intriguing and somewhat terrifying.
It's terrifying that somebody who is technically 85% machine and carries around a sidearm that is a rotary grenade launcher. And this is the strange part about me.
I mean, I've seen crazier stuff online.
Louis, you saw my spine hanging in a jar of gel with my body suspended, well, my upper torso-ish suspended over it, while my lower half was being 3D printed 30 feet away from me.
Yeah, and I'm still wild and tight about that. So, I push that to the deep, dark place until I'm ready to deal with it.
My best suggestion would just be go down to just Metro PD, file a missing item report, fill out any paperwork that you need, and who knows, maybe you'll get it back.
All right. Well, here's hoping the wheels of justice don't do me dirty.
Well, as long as you don't have any outstanding warrants or anything yourself, you should be fine.
Yeah. I don't know. Depends what choices their cybercrime division may or may not have. But I'm usually careful about my footprint.
Oh, don't worry about that. Any of those footprints we've already taken care of.
Okay. Like Louis just making mental notes of like who he needs to have like Zoom meetings with to like increase his hacker knowledge. But he thanks her. Just like, he goes, I'm presuming there's like beer in the fridge.
Are you saying that to me or to just
out of character?
Oh yeah. Like there's not beer in the fridge. There's just like a always on tap keg.
Jeebus. It's a frat house.
It's Brad.
Yeah. Yeah. So he just goes, I'm gonna pour myself a drink? You want something?
Kind of just holds up just a very large cup of coffee. She's like, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
Are you of age to drink?
Are you asking me legally?
As a representative of this government, yes, I am. Are you of age to drink?
Well, you know how old I am, so
She's like,
that right
she's like, wait a second. She's like, I don't give a fuck. We send you into technically war zones to fight other super powered individuals. I think you can have a drink.
I would hope so.
Just don't go overboard.
Yeah, well, I'm not too stressed out, so I don't think that'd be a concern. Plus, I don't think Brad keeps the hard stuff out in the open.
Brad walks in. He just has like a big old like bag of fries. He's like, hard stuff?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Hard stuff.
And Louis just like, gets a pint glass and pours himself a beer and goes to his room.
Okay.
Grabs like a family sized bag of Doritos.
Again, Brad.
Cool Ranch. Cool Ranch, obviously.
One of the acceptable answers. What about the rest of the crew here?
So Frankie is going to meet up with Gemma. So what happened? Like, what did is she actually? And she like lowers her voice and like kind of whispers, "Is Mary like is not like behind it anything or?"
Gemma's going to kind of walk and kind of back to where our rooms are. We'll probably just take Frankie back to her room so the discussion's a little more private.
Yeah.
Kind of give her a look of, really? Here? Now? And drag her away.
Well, Condor wasn't like right by us.
I know, but
Just
doesn't know how many people found the behavior suspicious, so I just don't want to start things if things aren't really
if
bad.
it's not actually.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know. She noticed that I was following her, and so I mean, she went into her house, and it seemed normal-ish. But at the same time, if you know someone's following you from a group that you just tried to have ambush, that's normal behavior, right? Right.
Yeah, trying to act normal. I mean, we'll just have to keep an eye out for her.
Yeah.
Not like, I mean, she already knows our identities and everything,
I mean,
but
she doesn't know ours. She only knows Condor's, but unless Condor's told her. I mean, she saw us in our other forms, and she's seen us in this form, but she
got
doesn't
it.
know.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I thought that she knew.
Probably want to keep it that way for now because
Yeah.
I don't know if she can be trusted.
Mhm. Yeah, we just need to keep an eye and ear out.
I really hope that she's not. I mean, I think Condor thinks of her as a friend, so I really hope that's true.
Yeah, but also it's Condor. He's pretty trusting.
There's that.
Like, I love him, and I love him for it, but like, he could be a bit too trusting at times. But for now,
On the other hand of that, we could be a bit too untrusting.
yeah, that's the thing. It's like we're not gonna do anything. It's just gonna keep an eye out, and then if it does turn out, we could be like, I knew it, and all that. Just okay.
But yeah, it's definitely something to keep an eye on.
Mhm. So are you gonna go to bed or stay up a bit?
Probably get to bed. There's some stuff I need to do for work in the morning.
Mm.
You guys get to sleep in and live the rock star life, but the playing side of it does not.
Yeah, but you love it.
Okay, a little bit.
All right. Well, good night.
Okay. And Jim is probably gonna head off to bed. It's been a long day.
Mhm. Frankie's gonna go find Brad, and he's in the living room, right? Or okay. Uh,
Give me a sec. I need to get treats for Fee. Sorry about that. My cat is stuck underneath the bed, and or one of my cats is stuck underneath the bed, and they're trying to get him out from underneath it because he's spooked.
Oh,
yeah.
So yeah,
Poor buddy.
Brad is in the main room of the dorm.
Okay.
You could, when you see him, he's just got like a giant bag of like fries from like Metro Burger.
So Frankie goes up and then it's like, "Can I?" Like points to the fries. And she's,
Oh, and it was like, oh yeah, and he just like leans the bag over
yeah.
for you to take.
She takes some fries. Do you want to watch a movie tonight?
I mean, yeah, we could totally do that. You got
Awesome.
anything in mind?
No, I have no idea.
Oh, well, we still got some of the Fast and the Furious movies to watch.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a good time. I feel like she probably falls asleep like halfway through.
Trying to see which one would you guys be on.
I still need to watch any of the Fast and Furious movies.
Okay, yeah, so I think I said the last one that you watched was Tokyo Drift, and that's what kind of got you into the street racing.
Yeah.
Okay, so he puts on Fast and Furious, which is the 5th movie, I believe.
Faster and Furiouser?
Well, technically it would be the 4th movie unless you include the turbocharged, which is a prelude.
What?
Yeah, the turbocharged.
Turbocharged the series.
Is it a series?
Yeah, I think that's a cartoon.
No, it's a live action movie, I think, because it's the prelude to Too Fast, Too Furious. So yeah, we don't count that. So
Oh, no, Fast and the Furious turbocharged.
Yeah.
Prelude for Too Fast, Too Furious.
which was the second
Turbocharged.
movie. So yeah, it's
Interesting.
technically the 4th movie.
Jesus.
Fast and Furious is technically the 4th movie. So are you trying to stay up and watch this, or what are you doing as you guys like sit down on the couch?
She's gonna try to stay up and watch it, but I feel like, she might end up falling asleep. Unless
she
you
did.
had planned. Go ahead.
She did have band practice earlier too, so it's pretty tiring.
Go ahead and give me. Let's make it a grit roll. See if you can't stay up through the movie.
Was not preparing to roll right now, so shit.
As a side note, it was a 6-minute short film.
6-minute short film. Yeah, so definitely not counted in like the movie lineup.
This is just a good reminder to pull my dice out.
How long have we all been playing D&D together?
3 fail, 1 win.
Oh yeah. Like probably about 45 minutes in the movie, you're conked out.
Oh, so real life.
Yeah.
And I'll counter with how long have you known us and to forget everything.
I mean, no, I'm pointing that out about all of us, is we've been playing, like most of us have been playing D&D for like 5, 6, 7, 10 years, and all of us at one point in time forget to bring our dice out, even me when I'm DMing.
Fine. I had the bag out. I just had to grab the dice from it.
All right, so that's what you are doing for the night. Condor, are you doing anything?
I think Gondor is actually going to go home.
Okay.
Just in case Mary needs him for anything the following day, since she doesn't have a phone anymore. Best place for him to be is probably the nest.
Okay. Question. No, I'm going to just say this. You receive a ping on one of the social media apps on your phone, just like a direct message from Mary. Just says, "Hey, keeping up with you here until I get a new phone. One of your friends followed me home."
And this message comes through before I leave the dorm.
I think I think it comes in right as you teleport back to the nest.
Okay. He would respond then. It's like, glad you got home. Which friend?
And she gives a description of Gemma.
He'll ask if she knows why she was followed home.
It takes a moment, but she replies with, she gave me a story that she was just making sure that I got home safe. Though she did a really poor job of it, because I clocked her almost right away. And I almost caved her face in with a pipe.
Almost tried.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I think Condor just responds with, "Okay, I'll talk to them. Good night."
And you get just like 2 emojis. You get a thumbs up and a bed. Is there anything else you're doing before you go to sleep?
I think Condor is gonna be. At what point? Remind me. At what point do we have to indulge in our vice? Like, at what stress level is it recommended to do that?
It's usually recommended before you get too high. Like, I feel like even having a stress of 5 is pushing it.
Okay. So, given some things about Condor that are still relatively under wraps, personality wise, I think that message from Mary about her being followed bumped his stress up by 1.
Okay. You know what? If you just want to take it as like a role play wise, I'll let you do it. Otherwise, you can give me like a guts roll.
I think I'm just gonna take it.
Okay.
Because there are some things about Condor that I've kept kind of secret so far, and that plays into those things. So that's gonna bump the stress up by 1, which gives him a stress of 4.
Okay.
I don't know if that's indulging territory or if
Once you start hitting a stress of 5, negatives start being applied. So like a stress of 5 will knock off 1 die from whatever rolls that you are doing. So like stress from 0 to 4 is like a safe zone. But once you start crossing into like 5, you know, things start happening to you, start affecting you because the stress is starting to pile on.
Okay. So I think he's probably just gonna spend some time to calm himself before going to bed tonight, and then depending on what happens the following day, he might indulge tomorrow night.
Okay. Because I'm curious as to what Condor's vices that he.
It's interesting.
Because I would hate it be binge watching movies and like you overindulge and now the nest goes under business.
That would be terrible.
Condor now hates all movies. Okay, so as everybody in one place or another begins to fall asleep in bed or in their beds, a couple hours pass and we cut back to William. William, you've passed out on the couch, like watching the news and then flipping the channels and everything like that, but sleep like sort of creeps up on you.
Mm-hmm.
As it does. As anybody who's been binge watch the evening news or anything very low key can tell you that sometimes you just pass out from it.
Mm-hmm.
Though there's a brief flash of light in your apartment that sort of wakes you up or makes you aware of your surroundings. Your eyes are still closed as you can see the light dimming from like your behind your eyelids. And it sounds like somebody is in your apartment as you can hear like the shuffling of papers and stuff like that.
Mm. All right, who's there?
Oh, crap. Dude, sorry. I was at least hoping you were in your bed. I didn't mean to wake you up yet. It sounds like a younger individual.
Who are you?
You opening your eyes or are they still closed?
Yeah, he's gonna open his eyes.
And like out walks just this strange looking individual dressed in what looks to be just like a long flowing almost like wizard robe, but the body itself is like comprised of just like pure energy. He goes, look, sorry dude, I didn't mean to wake you up. I would be here in person, but I'm sort of on a date, so I sent this thing to talk to you. Name's Brad. Nice to meet you. You're the guy that shoots the lasers out of his face, right?
I sure am, and unless you want to see that firsthand, you best start talking real fast.
Okay, well, you met some of my friends earlier tonight, back over at the warehouse with that little scuffle with like the ninjas and everything like that. Beforehand, one of our guys, you probably met him, the really angry fire guy, sort of clocked who you were, found an image of you, cleaned it up, sort of got into personal information through the city security and found your information on the school website and everything like that, put 2 and 2 together. So just came by to check how you were, and to let you know that there's about a small Spectre unit outside in the parking lot of your apartment complex, and they're about 5-10 minutes. He like looks at like his wrist that has no watch on it. Like, oh, about 5-10 minutes to come and have a conversation with you.
No, son of a bitch.
Yeah, so I was here offering a way out. I mean, hey, if you want to talk to the Spectre guys, that's up to you. But they're not really keen on people like us.
Yeah, so I heard. Weird that I'm supposed to have a meeting with one of them on Friday.
Wait,
But it's
a meeting?
maybe we should go ahead and talk this over a bit. Let's go ahead. I'm not so good with heights, and I don't really think they're gonna let me just run down the fire escape.
Oh, dude, I got you covered. The guy just like holds out his hand,
He takes it.
and like in a flash, there's just like this bright, blinding light that fills your eyes, and the next minute you're just in this large, like, common room with two individuals like a little bit of ways away, and just like sitting on like a very large, like, semicircle couch with a large movie projector with one of the Fast and the Furious movies going on. And the blue-haired girl is completely passed out in this guy's shoulder. He's kind of just like sitting there like watching the movie. The robed energy individual's no longer there. And he kind of just like he kind of raises his other hand. He's like, dude, over here.
Bill absolutely tosses his cookies, by the way.
Okay.
But then he's like, yeah, okay.
Oh, dude. Okay, so we're gonna have to really get you used to teleporting.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that was what that was like. Okay. All right. Okay.
I am
All
so
right.
glad that Frankie is asleep during this.
Yeah. Thanks for that. I mean that genuinely. It just doesn't sound like I mean it genuinely, because the nausea, but that'll pass, I guess.
Oh, dude, totally. Yeah, they'll be gone in like 5 minutes or so. First time jitters. Some people get them. I probably should have warned you. I was just gonna rip you halfway across the city in a blink of an eye. Sorry, I completely forget people aren't used to that.
Yeah, we had there was a time crunch, and bygones be bygones.
One sec. Sits there for a moment, takes a deep breath as another Brad just like steps up out of him and just walks towards the breakfast nook area that you're in. Kind of like looks at the like vomit on the floor, and he kind of just snaps his fingers and it vanishes. Goes, good, we can meet actual face to face, and I don't look like some sleep paralysis demon.
Yeah, no, that's a good description of what that looked like. Yeah, what is any of this?
Well, right now you're in what we call the dorm. Probably about the 67th floor of Masterson Industries. Kind of house like a ragtag team of metahumans, superheroes, whatever you want to call it. You met them tonight, or earlier tonight. You had the angry fire guy and the screaming girl and
the wolf man, and yeah, I got you.
Yeah, that's us. Well, them anyway.
Okay.
I'm more of the background R&D type guy.
Gotcha. Yeah, there's got to be support for an operation like this.
Oh, speaking of that, you hungry?
Got a chair kind of stuff.
Get you anything to drink?
Yeah. A drink would be nice. Water would be fine. Maybe some ginger ale.
And as you say that, you have like a cup with ice and a can of ginger ale in your hand.
we got to work on your communication, but I appreciate this.
Oh shit, dude. I am sorry. Yeah, so one of my powers is I have the ability just to create things. So
okay. Catching on. All right, gotcha.
I'm sometimes I'm the group's vending machine.
Oh, yeah. Well, with a name like the dorm, I'm assuming you just live with a bunch of kids, huh?
Well, not everyone is a kid. I mean, most people are in like early to mid 20s. We got a guy who's in his 30s. Youngest one of us is 19, so a kid.
Hmm. All right. He's gonna go ahead and crack open the ginger ale and pour it in the glass of ice. So what's the deal with these specter folk anyway?
Pains in the ass is what they are.
Well,
New kids on the block. You probably saw Senator Warren's whole speech about the evils of certain meta humans bringing crime on the rise, and somehow being an out-of-town senator talking the chief of police and the mayor into allowing him to bring in technically what would be considered a private military force to police metahuman activity, aka Spectre.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are not that great. Our first run in with them, they were trying to just, I don't know, conveniently take a couple metahumans out of town and execute them. But the team put a stop to that. And now, from what I hear, they sort of showed up after you guys took care of the issue down in the warehouse today.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not a big fan of them moving in on my neighborhood. I do my best to try and keep it clean down there, you know. But between them and the triads, it's just been a big pain in my ass lately.
Triads. Wait, you talking about Red Eyes guys?
Oh yeah.
I heard some chatter recently about him. I didn't know if it was true or not, but apparently he was looking to make the whole red eye thing a legit part of him. I don't know what that means, but he was looking for a red eye.
It sounds familiar. We found one of those. What's her face? The girl that can fly. I gave one of those to her. We found it in the warehouse.
You just found a red eye in the warehouse?
I mean, it was in a case, but yeah, we found it.
Huh. She might have failed to mention that, but then again, everybody seemed to just crash into bed once they got here. It seemed pretty worn out, but
it was a long night.
Something I can bring up and talk to her. At that point, this very like almost, I'm not going to say super thin, but noticeably thin woman just wearing a lab coat. You can see like dark circles under her eyes. She's got like long strands of like white hair. She looks completely dead. She walks over and she's like, dickhead, stranger. She kind of stops. She's like, turns back around to William. Brad, who the fuck is this? Why are we can't keep bringing in strays, Bradley. And he's like, Amelia, chill. This is the laser face guy. You know, we were looking for him. Just like, laser?
His name is Bill. You can just call me Bill. It's fine.
Oh, hi, Bill. Give me one moment. She walks over and she goes to like a small like freezer, and well, not a freezer, but like a medical refrigerator, and she pulls out a syringe and she just takes it and just jams it into her chest and just sort of like injects whatever it is and just pulls it out and just throws it in the trash can and just takes a deep breath as like the color begins to like return to her skin.
All right. Well,
Sorry, I just died, so I'm just trying to get the juices flowing again.
oh, okay. All right. Yeah, no.
Scare
it's-
him.
Sorry. I don't really know what you're supposed to say in a situation like that.
No, it was completely brought on by myself. I'm unfortunately only able to use my abilities when I'm dead, so I had some, well, I'll just call it what some of my friends who know call it ghost shit I had to do, and just had to pop off the mortal coil for a moment.
All right. Yeah. I I get it. We all have days like that.
Yeah, but yours probably doesn't end or doesn't, happen to have a shot of adrenaline directly to the heart. Just, get everything pumping and back to what it needs to be.
Uh no, can't say as I have, but it's I mean sometimes yeah, especially if you're grading papers. I got nothing, man.
Brad just like she says, like, Jesus Christ, Amelia, can you not torment the poor guy his first day here? Now, you said that you found an eye or something like that in a briefcase.
Yeah, I gave it to the flying girl.
He sort of like looks over to Amelia and she's like, Paige gave me something like that. It's like some weird high-tech eye implant thing. It has a bunch of our stuff on it though. Well, not our stuff, but the electronics and the doodads and stuff that would go into making it. But it's not something we manufacture. This is something Worthington would make. And Brad's like, well, Worthington Pharmaceuticals does make implants and prosthetics and stuff like that for people who need them. And Amelia like pauses for a second, like, yeah, but there's more with this eye. I was running some tests already on it. Apparently it's got weapon capabilities with it. Haven't really
That tracks.
Haven't really been able to test it because because it requires the eye to be installed into somebody. But from what I can gather on the schematics and whatnot, when I hooked it up to our computers, yeah, it's not just your typical ocular implant.
So someone made this thing with your stolen tech and was likely going to give it to the triads for a test run.
I don't know if I'd call it stolen tech. I mean, our company and Worthington sort of work hand to hand. We provide some of like the technological stuff that they use in order to make some of their more high-end implants and prosthetics.
Well then.
But yeah, their contracts with the city and everything like that, nothing in there about making anything weapon grade.
You said you guys got a smart computer guy, right?
Smart computer guy?
Yeah, the guy that basically found out literally everything about me and gave it to you guys.
Oh, Louis. Yeah. Yeah.
You might want to have him take a look into, the Worthington financials and see if there's any like, you know, some like, maybe like black label kind of payments or some stuff under the radar hidden in some like bloated R&D budget or something like that.
You do something like
that
that.
may have come from, I don't know, giant piles of cocaine money.
Don't know if Worthington has giant piles of cocaine money. I know they have giant piles of money, but
no, I mean the money coming in for this research.
I got you.
There we go.
We could do something like that. We can figure something out. I mean, being business partners and the like, we probably can hit them from that front too. See if Perkins can't get some sort of government order for us to look at those financial records. Louis and I can team up and we can start seeing if we can't get into there. It's just they find out that somebody from our facilities or something was trying to get into any sort of proprietary or private information that could look bad on our end. So I'll talk to Pop and see what we can do.
I mean, hey, it only looks bad if you get caught, right?
It looks really bad if we get caught.
Fair enough. I don't know, man. There's only so much I'm able to find out with knocking some heads together, so.
Yeah. Speaking of that, it's probably not safe for you to go home tonight.
Yeah, no, that was the vibe I was getting.
Yeah. We got a drone watching your place right now, seeing what Spectre's doing. But for the meantime, you're more than welcome to stay here. We got a spare room for you to just crash into until everything clears.
Yeah, it sounds good. Super thrilled that so many people know where I live. It's great and wonderful.
He's like, well, address and everything's public record.
Yeah. I just figures this, Flanders Act would carry me through a little bit longer.
Look, if our drone didn't catch you blasting those triad guys off of a rooftop, it probably would have been perfectly fine. But yeah, we caught you in well, not technically 4K because we had to clean up that image, but yeah, we caught you, and well, Louis caught you, and then running facial recognition and then going through public archives and hacking into the school district's payroll, we found everything we needed.
Got it. Next time, even bigger goggles. All right.
It's like, if you want, I can hook you up with a more official look. That way you don't look like you're a lost hobo with goggles.
I mean, it's been working out pretty well for a couple of years now, but...
Yes, but how well does it protect you from damage?
I mean, there's no fun if there's no risk, right?
Yes, but there's risk, and then there's accidental death and dismemberment.
Oh, fine. Yeah, we can... Well, we can have a talk with your tailors or whatever.
Yeah, my tailor. Look, you just get the bed, I'll design something for you. should be good in the morning.
All right, sounds good.
Oh, by the way, 6 o'clock rolls around, fresh donuts and coffee going to be out here. So you seem to be one of those responsible individuals who wake up early in the morning.
Not necessarily by choice, but you know, it is still the school year.
I mean, I don't sleep, so I'll be up forever.
That is terrifying. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and head on to sleep now, and I'll catch you in the morning.
As you walk by, both Bradley's the one on the couch, and the one behind you is just like, night.
Night, fellas.
Yeah, Will is unnerved.
And it was about an 8.7 on his weird shitty meter.
You think he'll be able to sleep now?
It's like the embodiment of his sleep paralysis demon just shows up in his house, whisks him across the city. His sister walks into the room, just like jams adrenaline into her heart, and is just like, "Oh, I just died. Don't mind me."
Our welcoming committee could use a little work. Just saying.
Yeah. I feel like Amelia absolutely did that on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She would.
She didn't
Just-
need to
it's
do
just
that
like
right then.
Meeting new team
Like,
members,
right
they
there.
just get like the Addams Family introduction.
Yes.
It's just like they do the weirdest shit and they're completely normal about it.
I mean, at this point, we're all kind of used to it, so it's gonna be really funny to see more shenanigans like that happen and have us all be like, yeah, that's just how it is. He's like, that's okay.
Y'all are fucked.
And you crash into like a very comfortable bed into like a room that has been prepared. It's got like an adjoining bathroom and everything like that. But yeah, you crash into bed and everything. Night goes by. Everybody like one at a time sort of wakes up. The smell of bacon and coffee and whatnot start wafting into everybody's room, starting at like exactly 6 o'clock. Frankie, you're sort of asleep on the couch. You've got like Brad's lab coat over you. As it looks like some sort of like children's cartoon is currently on.
The Animaniacs.
Sure, it's Animaniacs.
Free reboot.
The original, of course. But yeah, slowly but surely, everybody's alarms start going off and waking you up for a new day. Condor, you wake up back at the nest.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
I think before leaving her room, Jim is going to send a quick text to Anthony and just be like, did you give any more thought to what we talked about? I think in the right environment, controlled environment, I can really help you at least understand your power a bit more rather than just continue to use whatever to cancel it out.
And you don't get a response.
Of course.
It
He's
takes
probably
probably
asleep.
It is early.
it takes about like 15 minutes. And he just like, I don't know.
Fair.
Just keep it in mind it's an option.
He's like, I have it under control at the moment with the shots.
I just worry about what might happen if the shots are no longer available or you find yourself in a situation where you can't get to them.
And then just very bluntly, like as bluntly as you can read it over a text, he's like, well, then I start decaying everything around me and then become a hermit.
It's gonna get one of the faces with the lines for the eyes, just like a But she'll leave it alone. She's not trying to push him into it, just more of a she wants to help. But then she will she was probably getting ready during all that, and she will finish getting ready and go out and probably start banging on Frankie's door because she knows Frankie ain't gonna wake up to no damn alarm.
Yeah, but Frankie's on the couch.
Well, takes her a minute to realize that. So she's there like going, Frankie, you have to get up. Beating on your door, and you're like, what?
Yeah, no, she's like dead asleep on the couch right now still.
Yeah.
But
I think at some point she just opens the door to your room and then realizes you're not in there.
yeah, and you probably like shake my shoulder or something
Yeah.
when you go to the couch.
She'll go wake up Frankie.
Fuck, what do you want?
You gotta get up. We have shit to do.
Ugh. And then she's like, she looks down and sees the lab coat and she's and then
Jimmy just
like,
raises
puts
an
it
eyebrow
on.
as she waits for the explanation.
She puts it on and then like shows the little like name thing that shows Brad.
Well, look at that.
And then now she's like ready to play it cool as she can. And then get breakfast and everything. Just hang out, not really like she's not doing anything particular, just
Right.
like grabbing food.
And it's like you get up, you turn around, and Brad is in the kitchen. Just like he's got a plate with like a pile of bacon and a couple donuts, and he's just like sitting there, sort of just like flipping through something on a data pad, just eating and drinking a large cup of coffee.
She just goes up like with the donut in hand and she's do you want your coat back?
Oh, I mean, yeah, if you're done with it.
Okay. She really wanted to, you could tell that she kind of really wanted to keep wearing it, but she's just like, oh, okay.
And he's like, if you need to keep wearing it, if you're cold, go ahead. That I don't need it. I only wear it to
Okay.
look official.
Okay. Puts it back on.
He wears it to look official. Frankie wears it, does not look official anymore.
No,
No. It's
too
definitely
big for
dragging
her.
on. It's definitely dragging behind her on the floor.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No. Okay, so like Frankie is God, I think I made her like maybe 5 feet.
Yeah,
Is-
it's
So
dragging.
short.
It's dragging on the floor.
Ah, damn. And the sleeves are all long. So
Yeah,
she could, like,
just do the little whippy hands.
she like looks down and she kind of like pulls up the sides and holds it, wears it like that. It's fine.
Rolls the cuffs up.
At some point today, Frankie, we're going to have to get you an outfit for the fashion show we have to go to, because I am still working on getting tickets in for everyone.
Oh,
All right.
if you guys need clothes and you don't want to spend anything, just let me know. I can just whip them up.
I mean, this is an official things, so the company pays for it.
Oh, right. I forgot. You guys are like rock stars and stuff.
She is. I just manage it.
Look, you're a manager of a rock group. You're a rock star.
You're a rock star. Just in
You-
general, you're a
You
rock
have to
star.
deal with Anthony on a daily basis. You're a rock star.
Jim has fallen out look on her face. I'm like, is that supposed to be a bad thing?
He's like,
Have to deal with.
Don't get me wrong, Anthony's a cool guy. He's just, he can be a handful at times.
At times.
Look,
All the time.
Okay, I only was around him some of the times when he was dating my sister, okay? Not really sure what he was in other times, but
I've known this one since diapers, so I don't think we notice anymore.
I mean, I have to give him shit because he's my brother, so. Government mandated.
Yep.
Sibling rivalry.
Government mandated have to love your sibling. Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the laser guy's here.
The laser.
Yeah,
the laser guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Laser dude, right?
Yeah, the dude that shoots lasers from his face.
Yeah.
I sort of brought him here last night while we were watching Fast and Furious. I sent another me after him. Because Spectre was pulling up on his place. So
oh shit.
Gotta give him a place to sleep. And now we have a new corner to tackle as to what exactly was going on in that warehouse. Apparently there's a deal going on. Some sort of weird ocular implant that's been modified for more of an attack purpose. I mean, in general, it's supposed to be an ocular implant from Worthington, but somebody's been upgrading the tech on it.
Sounds problematic. It's.
You guys seen Mortal Kombat? Kano. The laser eye that he can shoot. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah,
That's not good.
No.
So he's here right now.
The laser dude is, yes. He's actually in the room next to Max, I believe.
Frankie, we should probably get changed because we don't know whether or not to trust this guy with who we are yet.
Oh, it's fine. He's cool. Amelia and I gave him the once over. He should be fine.
So what's the point of having secret identities?
Look, you guys know who he is. He should know who you guys are. I mean, it's only fair.
Yeah.
Fair doesn't come into the equation when you're talking about. Am I just? I'm feeling awfully paranoid right now.
Look, if I didn't think he was trustful, I wouldn't bring him here. And if he starts revealing people's identities, I can just go ahead and melt his brain.
Yeah, but that doesn't put the cat back in the bag. Once it's out, it's out.
Yeah, my dad can take care of that.
Oh.
Internet problems. He'll put back.
Okay.
It is that time of night.
It is that time.
Craps out.
Good old Canadian internet.
Yep.
Nope. Just I need to buy a new router. That's what that is.
Yeah.
You can say that because you've done all your research, but I prefer to feel comfortable myself first.
I mean, to be fair, the research that I did was the stuff that Louis gave me. I haven't really done a deep dive into the guy.
Blank stare, like, I'm sorry, what? Blinking several times, face out of Jim Omlin.
What?
Jim's just like, am I going crazy? Or is everyone like really, really irresponsible? Or is everyone else? What is happening?
Look, he helped
How
you guys
come
out.
I'm the responsible one?
I got a good feeling about the guy, okay? I mean, he's a teacher, for Christ's sake.
So you did a vibe check. And
Yeah.
he seemed cool.
I mean,
You're basing this off of vibes.
He didn't seem to freak out too much when a sleep paralysis demon sort of showed up into his house and brought him here. Didn't seem too concerned when I split myself from myself to talk to him while we were watching the movie. Seemed to really handle Amelia walking in just after dying and then jabbing her heart with adrenaline. And yeah, I think he passed the vibe check. I mean, he threw up a little bit on the floor when we teleported, but that happens sometimes the first time through.
You realize that all of us here worked together for weeks before any of us decided to reveal our identities, right? Weeks.
Yeah. I mean, I've been technically keeping an eye on each of you since you came into the playing field.
I'm gonna go get changed.
You don't need to.
I'm going to go get changed.
Oh my god.
Frankie is not going to go get changed, but she is going to clean herself up a little bit. She's like, it's fine. He seemed cool.
I'm presuming this conversation is fairly loud.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think when when it was mentioned that he just brought the guy here, I think Gemma got very loud.
Yeah.
Cool. As I figure when Gemma huffs off, Louis comes in and like, God, you guys are noisy in the morning.
He's like, yeah,
Sorry about
Gemma's mad for some reason. I brought the laser guy here.
Wait, what?
It's Laser Dude, I think.
That you mean the William guy, the teacher?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Had to grab him. Spectre was outside his apartment last night.
Okay, and we know he doesn't work for Spectre?
No, but I have a way of getting information about Spectre because apparently he has a meeting with a Spectre representative.
So we don't know if he actually works for Spectre.
He doesn't work for Spectre. He doesn't work for Spectre. Trust me. I know that much.
And you mad at me because I was gonna interrogate a known felon?
Bro, I saw the look on your face. You were gonna go full Punisher on the dude.
I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody would have stopped.
That doesn't make it okay, Louis. You can't just torture a guy up to a point to where somebody stops you.
You take my tech, you deal with the consequences.
It's tech, Louis. It's computers. You would get more of those.
Are you a car guy?
No. I can literally go from one point of the earth to another. I could go to Mars just by blinking. Why would I need a car?
You can also build anything you want. So like there's no way that Brad would ever understand.
I mean, do you need your stuff back?
Yeah, it's
he just like he just snaps his fingers and like your stuff is in front of you. Ta-da.
Dude, this is part of a police investigation. They're gonna fucking come for me.
How? You didn't do it.
Because it's stolen equipment.
They don't know it belongs to you. Have you filed a police report yet?
I was going to this morning.
There you go. I just cut out the middleman and there's your stuff. Don't worry, things get lost in evidence all the time.
I need to eat something.
Donuts and bacon.
My blood sugar is not higher for this bullshit.
Donuts and bacon. Coffee.
He just pours himself a big extra large cup of coffee. He's just like he just just you see his finger glow red hot and he just brings the coffee to near boiling. And just the bacon's never crispy enough, so he just like the same thing with his hand. He just makes the bacon crispy, and he just like, oh my god, and he just.
Brad is the embodiment of Source's dude. Trust me. Goes, look, you got your tech back. You don't have to question the guy. I call that a win. Or do you want me to go put it? Do you want me to put it back into the evidence, and then you can go down, file the paperwork, and maybe get it back in 4 to 6 weeks?
No, just I swear if I get knocks on my dorm room because of this. He just starts mowing on. He just starts mowing on bacon and like putting it on donuts.
What about William and Max? What are you two doing?
Well, as far as Max is concerned, let's be real. I fought, I slept. There's one last thing left on the list.
That could be very concerned. There are two separate answers to that statement. One of them is very concerning.
No, breakfast.
Okay.
The safe one, not the other one. You're fine.
There's two answers to this riddle.
I was about to say how convenient that Zoro just said she's almost here.
There we go. Perfect timing.
It would be really
stress relief and breakfast in bed. Got it. That makes sense.
it would be really, really funny if William and Max like leave their respective rooms at the same time, considering they're neighbors.
Yep.
And William's just like half asleep, stretching in the hallway. And he's like, "Well, Senator."
I would allow it.
And honestly, if that happened, Max would probably just probably also half groggy, half awake. Probably just do the typical politician smile with the thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? Just like a reflex, knee-jerk response. Just the super white teeth smile with the thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? Not even realizing that he's not in front of a crowd or in front of people calling him out. Just automatically knee-jerk response, thumbs up smile. You know.
He's just hitting the All Might because I am here.
Yeah, pretty much
autopilot.
Yeah, so you just pause and turn and you just see the senator there.
I just imagine he's in fucking ducky PJs or something.
No.
No, it's all America.
I can imagine how the mental image is entertaining.
Just instead of duckies, there's just little American flags.
Basically.
Or duckies with Uncle Sam hats.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
That would definitely be a yes. I agree. Yeah, just a bunch of Uncle Sams with "I want you," with the index pointing in your direction in awkward places on his underwear. That sounds about right on his boxers.
I can't unsee that now.
Enjoy it.
Now I'm gonna need to draw a ducky that has the with the wing pointing with one feather. I want you.
It's like a Nyan duck, but it's an American flag.
Basically.
William's like, well, this isn't even remotely the weirdest shit I've seen in the last 12 hours, so let's, I guess, donuts or something?
He nods.
All right.
I think Gemma is eventually going to come back out of her room. She went in there. She looked at the outfit. She thought about putting it on and went, "Fuck it, no one else is doing it."
Yeah, you as you're in your room from the hallway, you hear William shout, "Senator!"
Yeah, it's just that the moment of this is going to take a lot of effort. And I don't want to put it in.
Nobody wants to put in that effort. Let's be real. Least of all myself. But guess what? We have to.
Please, your super suit goes on automatically.
Yo,
I was gonna say William is basically just wearing whatever corporate given like PJs that were left for him, but he is wearing the goggles just because he's fucking lazy at this time of the morning.
Okay.
And it's easier than having to concentrate to not shoot a hole in the building.
Been there, done that.
Mm-hmm.
Too late.
Yeah, please don't melt Perkins. We've already gone through that.
It's
Yeah,
concussive,
Hey,
not heat.
I've apologized
Look,
repeatedly.
Look,
she seems to be okay with it.
So is Cyclops' beams until they just decide it's not.
I mean that was the mutation.
It's just like, oh, connection to the punch dimension until he needs to like melt something, and it's just connection to the spicy punch dimension. It just melts shit.
Fine, don't worry about it.
Fucking punch dimension.
It's like the Speed Force, but for people who punch. I like it.
That's the canonical explanation of Cyclops' eyes.
The punch dimension.
The punch dimension. His eyes are a gateway to the punch dimension.
What the actual fuck?
X-Men are stupid.
But great.
Fair.
Oh, so Corey, one thing though is
Yeah.
that Gilly and I were talking. For us, are we walking the runway on Fashion Week, or
you two
there as
are
an audience?
No, you got pretty much Heartbreak City is going to be performing at Fashion Week. You guys aren't walking the runway as like models. You're performing. You're like giving like a free concert to those who are there. Technically, the only person who is walking is Paige.
Yeah, I can't think of it was either a band thing or going as like VIP members to go witness.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. And how long away is this fashion show? But how much time do we have?
Fashion Week is about a week away.
Okay, so we're in crunch time. Got it.
Yeah.
Yep, you're in crunch time. None of the heist or anything has been planned. I think the only person who has made any sort of headway on their side has been Louis, because Louis's been scanning the cameras and entry points and whatnot into the hotel where Senator Warren is staying.
So I think Gemma's going to come back out, and when she sees Louis there, she's be like, Louis, how are you with being a groupie? We're going to do sound check, and we gotta go in early for that. We can get you in the building.
Maybe not groupie is the right word. Maybe roadie.
Same
Band-Aid.
No, not
Band-Aid.
Yes, absolutely band.
It's like, do I get a T-shirt?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
get your
get a
T-shirt.
T-shirt.
T-shirt, hat, sweatshirt, whatever you want.
Novelty pins. An Anthony bobblehead.
Oh my god, no, I don't want it.
We can have the band sign them too if you want. Sure, you can sell that shit for something.
Yeah.
Crack.
Who sells concert T-shirts? That's like some
When
fucking.
they're signed, a lot of people do.
That's some emo shit. I still have my concert tickets from every concert I've been to.
I've seen it happen. I've seen the things pop up on eBay.
That's true.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why I stopped really signing autographs normally.
hey,
People
new guy.
just be selling it.
Flashpoint.
As they're walking out to breakfast, William's going to excuse me, Senator, I've got to make a phone call real quick. And he's actually going to call Garrett.
Okay.
And basically just like Hey man, I gotta. Can you let the school know I'm not gonna be in today? I got a family emergency. I gotta attend to. My mom fell in the shower and she's hurt, so I gotta get out of town real quick.
He's like, dude, I don't know what the fuck happened to your mom in a shower, but there are Spectre agents all over this goddamn school right now. What the hell happened?
Well, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all right. Just like I said, just tell the school that that Mama got hurt and
Right. Mom
they don't
fell in the shower. Yeah.
Yeah, mom fell in the shower. They don't need to know that she's been dead for 7 years. So, I'm just gonna scootaloo for a couple of days. And
Yeah, right. Mom fell in the shower, cat in the stove. Gotcha.
all right, thanks, G. I appreciate you. I'll when it's kind of calmed down, I'll give you another call and actually explain what's going on.
Right. Okay.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Have fun with taking care of your mom.
It's been weird. I will explain later. And he hangs up.
Okay.
Good times.
And you sort of like,
So hi.
oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. After laser, what would Armstrong call you? Because I don't think he's been introduced to your full actual name, so I guess it's still Laserface for him, right?
No, you know what? You know what his real name is. You got the dossier. Everyone did.
Oh,
He told me to assume he read it.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was about to say.
Yeah, but
Perkins read it for him.
I'm presuming
As a
Perkins
nighttime story.
at least read it to
Okay.
him.
If Paige read it to me as a nighttime story, it makes sense. That'd be
No,
fine.
I just said that it was not Paige.
No.
I said Perkins.
It's probably Perkins.
Perkins
Yeah.
read it to you as a bedtime
I
story.
don't see Perkins reading anything to Max ever as a bedtime story, but
I feel like
I'm
Perkins would have made you
saying.
read it at some point and be like, you need to know this shit. Read.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in bed before he got here. But yes, maybe she woke me up in the middle of the night, made me read it, and then pistol whipped me in the back of the head to put me back to sleep.
Well, standing there.
We got the dossier like halfway through the day yesterday. So
And as like you walk up,
to assume I would have read it.
as you walk up and you go to you open your mouth, it's like, hey, and like Perkins sort of walks by. She's like, William, it's good to finally meet you face to face.
Yeah, likewise.
I'm Miss Perkins. I'm the assistant of the senator.
Gotcha. Okay.
Senator, this is William. I guess you know him as, is it Laserface?
Yeah, Laserface is fine.
All right, William, I can call you Bill, right?
You can call me Bill.
All right, we'll keep it short and simple. Bill, I'm Max. Nice to meet you.
He shakes his hand.
All right. Yeah, it's it's a hand the size of a goddamn I won't say gorilla, but his hand wraps around your hand, your wrist, and part of your forearm. Probably at this point.
It's like an adult shaking the hand of a child.
And he doesn't crush your head. There's a surprise amount of control as far as strength control goes, but it just feels like this immovable blanket of meat wrapped around your hand, basically. At this point, as meat, as the hand is shaking, and you do get this almost like too long of a handshake, as he just kind of looks at you like dead in the eyes, unblinking almost, before eventually just letting go and saying, "All right, well, I'll be I'd say I'd be keeping an eye on you, but I'd rather not have you. I mean, you're kind of the embodiment of, if looks could kill, so I don't know where we kind of stand on the whole keeping an eye on people, but I look forward to working with you, man.
Yeah, it's. Yep. It's sure. Yep. Exactly.
Awesome. Now breakfast. He just
Yeah.
storms off towards the eating area.
Perkins sort of like walks by and places a hand on his shoulder. He's like, as you can tell, he doesn't write his own speeches.
That's a lie, actually. It's a bold-faced lie, Perkins. You know I write my speeches. My patriotic inspiration comes from my American gut, and I write those speeches myself. You know it.
And then they're heavily edited.
Oh,
That, however, is true.
And then coming
I'm
out
surprised
of
he can read them.
Yep. And then go ahead, Zorro.
coming out of the room, not too far away. She's like, "Yeah, he also doesn't dress himself."
Why would I when I got the best person to dress me in the whole of Metro City?
You I know. You have met before. How you doing?
as well. So, why are you so special that Spectre wants to recruit you?
I'm gonna
I thought
level
they were
with you.
anti-hero.
I do not know. All I know is that they showed up at my place of work, and then they showed up at my apartment.
Oh.
They apparently called you too, I think.
They did, but I'm not 100% sure how you knew about that.
Well, we've been looking into them. I have my ways for sources.
Well, that was ominous, but well, hey, as long as we're all chatting friendly like, we can maybe go grab a cup of coffee and continue this discussion.
I'm sorry, what?
Cup of coffee?
Oh, right.
In the kitchen.
Yes. In the kitchen. She just
In the
walks
kitchen.
by. She like smells her shirt real quick and she's like, "Oh fuck, okay," and just keeps walking by. Okay. In the kitchen.
While they're doing that, Louis is like slowly just like going through his stuff and just giving it like a cursory once over before he does the deep dive. You know, he's like he sees
Louis?
Yeah.
Everything on that drive has been wiped.
On all of my drives.
All of your drives have been wiped.
Okay. That fucker's back on my radar. Hey, I was gonna let it go because I had my shit. Yeah.
Give me, you know what? Give me a smarts roll.
Okay, hold on.
Pull out my character sheet. I knew I was missing something.
Yeah, I forgot the dice today. That was my job today.
I got my new pretty dice for today. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Weird is EI, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Weird is spelled weird. The I is after E.
I hate that so much.
That's how I remember it.
That is
Except they all don't fall under the same rule.
That is 5 of 6.
5 of 6. You're getting a little heated thinking somebody has wiped your drives. And then you realize
I didn't need a smart roll for that.
No, you realize that these aren't the drives. These are not the drives that were originally in your tech. Somebody has replaced them. These drives aren't wiped. These drives are fresh.
Oh.
So you have your tech there, but you do not have the drives.
And my drives didn't ping at all. No. Anywhere. There is no call to home.
There has been no call to home yet.
Like, Dewey just seems like like Louis just seems like he's getting visibly angrier as he's looking over the drives he's like pulling out of this, calzone case. And then he's like just mumbles to himself, and his hair doesn't catch on fire, but because there's too many people around him, he's just like he's trying to keep his cool, but like his hair turns like red, and his skin tone like Louis like pretty dark already, but his skin tone is like turning charcoal. And there's like his eyes, there's no more pupils. It's just like it looks like burning coals.
Bradley, do we need to sedate him again?
Brad's in the kitchen.
Oh, she walked over to the kitchen after the whole coffee thing.
Yeah. Are you in the kitchen while you're doing this?
Yeah, I'm sitting at the desk.
Oh.
That's where I was talking to Bradley. He's
Okay.
like, he just poofed my shit into existence.
All right. So Brad's like, dude, you okay?
These aren't my fucking drives.
Okay.
Someone has my data.
Okay, dude, deep breath. We can get through this together. Somebody's got your data. I know you're a smart guy. You probably got something ready to go if anybody, connects them to anything that's got any sort of internet access.
No pings.
Yet. Look, I know it's frustrating. Somebody touched your toys. I get you. No need to cook everybody here.
Cute.
Just remember, if you start cooking everyone here, you're also going to cook the rest of your equipment.
And
So you wanna
mine.
keep that in one piece.
And
And
mine.
if I have to get Perkins repaired one more time,
It's like my stuff has
I'll
heat
stop him
shielded.
before it happens.
What?
Yeah, but I've
Okay.
seen what you
Otherwise-
do. You go too hot, that heat shield will melt too.
Dude, I gotta ask, what data do you have that is so important that you're gonna melt everyone here?
You have a couple days, dude. I'm like scanning everything in the city 100% of the time. I'm checking CCTVs. I'm looking after like known.
Oh shit.
I'm looking after like known adversaries. Like
You
I'm
couldn't
not a
just
white.
say it was like
I'm
you
not a
couldn't
white
just say
hat.
it was like terabytes of like pirated anime or anything like that. No, you have actual important. Oh fuck me.
Yeah, dude. It's like, what do you think I do in my spare time? I get bored.
And stare at
Okay.
All right. First things first, I'll start putting out the feelers, see if I can't help you locate that stuff. Secondly, if you're doing anything like that, make sure you're doing it from here. At least nobody can get in here and steal our shit.
It's like, I have an idea of someone to look for, but
Who?
and then that's in the old document. Hold on, because I gave him a name. At least I think I gave him a name. Blink. Original. It's like there's someone that I usually tit for tat with. He basically calls himself Blank. If there's anyone who's out to get my data, it's more than likely him. Or her. Or it. I don't know.
So it can be an AI.
They can be whatever. He's one of the
Shit.
few hackers I haven't been able to get a decent piece of information on.
You got a name for him?
Blank. So I can tell you his fingerprint. It's literally 5 empty spaces that are wingdings, and they're blank. That's why he's called Blank. That's what everybody in the underworld calls him. Literally. If you find something that's been broken into, and at the end, at the AOL, you find like 5 blank wingdings, that's him. Or her, or it, or whatever.
Okay, so got an idea. Perkins sort of pops up. What do you know of a hacker by the name of Blank? Pulls up like a dossier and just starts flipping through it. Well, they are contracted with us for some work every now and then. Why?
Wait, they're in this building?
Oh, no. I don't mean us. I mean the government. Well, I should say there because Blank is a multitude of individuals.
Oh, no fucking wonder I can't get a hold of him. You know, it's a little hard going up against a team of hackers. I'm a one-man operation.
Again, I ask why.
Because he's like, as he's slowly like turning back to his normal appearance, it's like these drives are brand new. There's no data on them. Like I have terabytes, like not even terabytes. I have petabytes of data that are missing, that are out in the ether somewhere, and who knows where the fuck.
And this isn't just like your anime and porn collection. This is actual important information.
No, this is stuff that I do because I like to monitor the goings and comings of other hackers. It's what I do to keep myself entertained while I'm doing the mundane shit I gotta do to keep up appearances.
I see. Well, I can put my feelers out and see if I can't find anything. Though I highly doubt that Blank would be the one that has secured this information from you. Seeing as how the computer itself was stolen and the drives physically removed, that doesn't seem to fit Blank's general mode of operation. They wanted your information, they would have just broken in and taken it.
Well, all of my stuff is neatly placed in all of its bug out spaces in all of my calzone gazes, as he points to them. So whoever took my shit knew how to pack it up, which is beyond concerning because I sweep my room every day. So aside from Bradley, I don't know anyone that can keep an eye on me like that. And if someone knew to swap my drives for when eventually I find out where the fuck my shit was, yeah. Let's just say I've been doing some deep dive data on a lot of stuff and that's going on in this city. So
I will put feelers out. We may want to question the individual that you previously apprehended.
oh yeah, I'm gonna question him.
I think this should be a group effort, just in case you get a little too angry and you accidentally turn him into, well, a hot pocket.
Okay, but yeah, if he doesn't talk and he knows something, I'm gonna give him a remembrance.
I'm sorry, we're gonna have the emotionally unstable adolescent go and interrogate this person.
That is why I said you should go as a team. That way, again, hot pocket.
And I'm
Paige,
not
haven't you
emotionally
done
unstable.
something before? I mean, I know it was canceled out by the Ant King, but didn't you do something before that would have made the Ant King talk if his headpiece hadn't done what it did?
Who, me?
Yeah. Well, I thought you did some sort of chemical truth serum type thing.
There is. It's obviously a more concentrated version that I can admit that what scientists do call a truth serum really just makes you really relaxed and sustainable to questioning, if you will.
So it sounds like if we could help you out, Louis, we could most likely get this guy to talk.
Well, Louis pulls out a folder. Well, it's not like I don't know where he is.
Brad sort of pops in. You need me to kidnap him?
Oh, so now we can bring him here?
I'm not going to bring him in the middle of the dorm. No, I'll put him in one of the holding cells where we had the Ant King.
That was what I wanted to do yesterday.
Yeah, well, you seemed very angry, and I thought you were going to wake him up right there.
Well,
and again, I thought you were mad because somebody stole your pirated anime and stuff. I didn't know you had literal important information on like the underside, the underbelly and the goings on of the city.
Dude, no one stores porn and anime. You go to sites.
Look, I don't judge people for what they do. I mean, some people are old school and still download stuff.
It's like, it's not the 90s anymore. No one stores their porn.
Look, again, I don't judge. I was just guessing. But I can put him into give me a moment. And he just sort of whips out and whips back in. Okay, he's down in one of the holding cells, blindfolded.
And you guys are worried about me?
He has a hold of his abilities.
Yeah.
This guy's a problem solver.
Gemma's going to pull out her phone and start making delays in our schedule.
Frankie walks out and she's just like, what the? Because she went to like clean herself up. She's like, what the hell is going on?
Spy shit.
Did you give this guy a name, Rojan?
Yeah, I did, and then I forgot it. But you know what? We're just gonna call him Terry Hogan.
Absolute fucking clown shit.
I really don't care if he gets tortured. Oh man. Want to not have a problem committing war crimes, make the person reprehensible.
Yep.
Jeebus. All right, well, I'm presuming there's a telecom or something.
Well, you depends on how y'all want to go about this. As you can go down into the holding cell areas. He's in the same one that the Ant King was in. He's sort of tied to a chair with a, not like a, just like a piece of cloth that goes over his head and just like is tied over his eyes.
Is he unconscious?
Nope.
All right, well, can we communicate to that cell from here, or do we have to go down there?
Well, no, you would have to go down there. There's no means to communicate from the cells from where, like, in the dorm.
All right, well, then I guess we're taking the elevator.
Who's all going to this?
I'll go.
Bill has no dogs in this race.
I'm not even there, so
I kind of
He
wish you
doesn't
were.
smell the bacon.
Like-
He doesn't smell the
like-
bacon.
Like, I really wish Condor was here because
So as this is going on, yeah, you know what? I forgot. Condor's not there. Condor went home last night. So as you guys
Yep,
are
he's at-
figuring that
he's
out,
at the nest.
Condor, you wake up at the nest.
I think Condor actually wakes up early for once, and he raids the cash register for what little cash is actually in it, and he sends Mary a message telling her to not come into work today. Shop's just going to be closed for the day. And then he walks to her house and stuffs the money in her mailbox. And then from there, he starts walking or taking the bus or whatever to the dorm. But he sends her a message letting her know that he's left some money for her in her mailbox for a new phone.
You get a thumbs up and a heart emoji reply back.
And then it's just however long the buses take to get him to the dorm.
Okay. And it's about an hour and a half on the bus to get there. But slowly but surely, you make it to Masterson Industries. And you kind of get a couple weird looks as you're walking along the main campus, as nobody on the lower floors has ever seen you.
Did you forget you could teleport, buddy?
I don't think he forgot, but
it's Condor.
That's fair. I was like, why is he taking the
Yeah.
bus when he can just teleport in?
This is Condor. I was gonna ask the same thing and then thought about it for a moment.
And Condor, as you walk into the main lobby, Dr. Masterson is down there talking to somebody. He's like, Condor?
I imagine it looks even more odd, not just because these people have never seen him before, but he also looks like complete shit right now. He's super disheveled. He's even paler than he normally is, and he's got heavy bags under his eyes, and even the veins in his neck are darker than normal.
Jeez, dude, you
And,
doing highballs? What the fuck, man?
He rushes on over to you and he's like, dude, you okay? Why are you down here?
Oh, I just I slept at the nest, so I was I don't know what today's plans are. So I was coming in to I guess this isn't work. We're not getting paid, right?
I mean, I could technically put you guys on the payroll. I mean, that wasn't really something we discussed, but technically taking out a portion of your day and night, and yeah,
it's okay. It's fine.
Are you okay, son? I mean, I don't mean to be rude, but you look like shit.
I had a rough night, man.
Rough night.
Yeah.
I would assume so. Did you forget that you could take? You were given a back door, weren't you?
Oh yeah, yeah. I totally could have done that.
Okay, come with me.
I'm just so used to taking the bus everywhere, man.
Yeah, I totally get you. Look, come with me. We'll take one of the special elevators. We'll get you up to the dorm. Again, you feeling okay? Do we need to look you over for anything?
Yeah,
you got
I'm fine, man.
you got veins and stuff popping out of you, bags under your eyes.
Doesn't everybody have veins?
Not pop. It's he takes a phone. He takes his phone out, takes a picture, and then he shows you. Not like that.
Oh, somebody had a rough night.
Yeah, I guess. Oh,
Yeah, I'm good, man. Don't worry about it.
okay. If you say so.
Hey, Is everybody here?
I don't know. I haven't checked the dorm just yet. Was just getting out a couple of morning meetings. But though I would assume everybody's here if they stayed the night or whatnot. I know
Okay,
your
Cool.
Bradley's little girlfriend, Frankie, I think it is. I know she's here. They were watching a
yeah?
movie last night.
Oh yeah. Which movie?
One of the Fast and the Furious movies.
Oh.
Don't you
That's surprising.
don't you owe me? Those are masterpieces.
They're masterpieces, but they aren't date movies. Come on. Get it together, Brad.
It depends on the date, question mark?
It was a
No.
45-minute date because she fell asleep anyway.
But as you ride a very quick service elevator and you find your way up into the dorm, and everybody's in the main lobby, or like in the main part of the dorm at the moment, all around the breakfast nook. There's coffee and bacon and donuts, and you see like a little bit of heat sort of slowly emanating off of Louis as like the conversation has died down. He Brad like pops back into existence. Like, okay, he's here. And he's like, Condor.
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
I thought completely forgot you went home last night.
Oh, you mean that like he's here thing? That wasn't for me.
Oh no,
Kid from the video store.
Oh, hey, laser dude, what's up?
Hi. How's it going?
It's
I
going,
left your.
man.
We're just blowing up his mind right now. Like, oh shit.
All right, I need another cup of coffee. Not ready for this yet.
He's like, how embedded are these motherfuckers in my life?
Frankie sends him a monster.
Yeah, all right.
Dude, you okay? You look like you got hit by a couple trucks.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I kind of feel that way, man.
You want me to give you a look over, make sure you ain't sick or anything? I don't know.
Oh no,
I don't know if
it's
this
fine.
is like a side effect of like when Cryptid sort of like represses himself or what.
Yeah, no, man, this is just like a thing that happens sometimes, you know, when he gets like a little too close to, you know what, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Okay, dude. Just let me know if you need, me to look you over. I mean, I am a doctor.
Right. Yeah, no, what I need right now is some coffee.
We got coffee, we got bacon, we got donuts.
Nice. What's going on? Why is everyone gathered together? Oh, hey, Gemma, I gotta talk to you later. What's going on? Is there some sort of thing happening?
Well, we were having breakfast, and then we found out that somebody stole all the drives that were on Louis' computer. All that information that he had was for like deep dives into like the goings on in the city. We don't know where they're at or who they were sold to. So I went and grabbed the guy that you guys fought last night, and now he's down in one of the holding cells. And yeah, some of your friends are gonna question him.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna stay up here and maybe watch some TV if you wanted to do that.
I can stay with you.
I thought you were going to use truth serum shit on the kid.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Louis over there was going to do the interrogation.
Yeah, I'm vetoing that right now. Sorry.
I think it might be a little safer if he has some assistance.
Yup.
You don't want Louis to hot pocket the guy?
Nope. Look, I'm making it clear, Paige.
Not
If you're
yet.
not a part of it, it's not happening.
Fine. Suppose I can help.
All right, so who is going down for the investigation and who is staying here and just watching TV with William?
What do you think Condor's doing? Come on.
Unless Louis specifically asks Condor to go with, then Condor will stay behind.
Yeah, if Connor looks like he's gonna stay, Louis will go like, dude, I kind of need the big guy.
Oh, for like the interrogation. Yeah, okay. That should be fine. Maybe. Probably.
Is that
I'll find out.
okay? I mean, do I have to ask him? I'm not sure how you two work.
It's like kind of complicated, man. But yeah, if he like shows up, it probably wouldn't hurt to ask.
Kids, I just ask you and he'll acknowledge?
I mean, probably, yeah. Here we eat already.
Venom moment, was it?
Can we eat them, Eddie? It's like, dude, if you help me out, you can eat them all. It's like,
I mean, if you need him, he's like always listening. So yeah, he'll hear you.
and is his real name cryptid? I mean,
You'll have to ask him that, man.
all right. Hey, big guy, can I ask you to do that thing you did last night to the guy we got downstairs?
I mean, he didn't teleport me out of here, so I'm gonna say yeah.
Okay. I guess no news is good news.
General.
All right, let's go downstairs.
All right, so again, who's going to do the interrogation? Who's staying up?
Going down.
Going down.
I'm going down, I guess.
Yeah. I
I'm
think
sorry.
I'll go down as well.
And then Frankie's staying.
Mhm.
Okay, and Bradley's up there, and so is Amelia. So those of you, oh, good, the dead chick. So before we get to the before we go ahead and get to the interrogation and everything like that, let's go ahead and take a quick break here so we can get up, freshen our drinks and all that fun stuff, and we will be back in about 5 minutes or so. Okay, we are back.
Oh,
Oh,
God, I'm
hi.
glad we ended that before we went live.
Before we went any further down that road, we're done. Okay.
What the hell did I walk into?
You
We
want
were
to
get-
know.
we
Nothing
were
is
getting
fine.
weird.
Don't worry about it.
Everybody was
Get
trying to
weird.
guess each other's vices.
It's funny. We
And then
had
we
funny
stopped
stuff.
guessing, and then we just started throwing out random ass shit and making it worse.
Mhm.
Hmm. All right.
And then lactose intolerant shenanigans.
Yeah.
Your vice is being lactose intolerant.
No, my
We
vice
were-
is cheese,
no,
but now
we-
I'm lactose intolerant.
No, we made the joke saying that it was to engorge yourself on cheese, but the downside is you're also lactose intolerant. He's like, I'm the dragonborn. I'm like, oh yeah, you'll fustro da, just not the way you are.
Yeah, and that's where you brought us in. And we're like, thank God that just died right there, and we had to reiterate it.
Yeah, we did. We did. Because we want everyone to know what makes us chuckle, even if it doesn't make them chuckle. Because we're weird.
Yeah, you are.
Hey, we make your life a little adventure.
I'm dying.
That's a
here.
word. That's a phrase, right?
Right.
We'll accept that, right?
Yeah,
Something
we're
like
gonna go
that.
with it.
All right. So those of you who go down into the holding cells, you find the very familiar cell that once held the Ant King, but now just holds this one very tired looking, still beat up, wearing the same clothes that he was the previous night. Just like a half head blindfold, handcuffed, handcuffs around his wrists, and like a chain connecting it to handcuffs that are around his ankles, and he's just kind of sitting there like looking around all paranoid.
God damn, Bradley. Impressive. I say that in character.
Brad's not there.
I know. I'm just saying it out loud.
I just realized Paige is down with you all in her pajamas, and you guys can only imagine what her pajamas are probably going to be.
Better classified as lingerie?
No, not quite, but more of the like the tight, like long sleeve shirt with the booty shorts sort of situation going on here.
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
Is he juicy
That was
Little
a
on
bit
lot
the
of
belly.
character.
No, it does not say juicy on the back.
It does
It
now.
knows. It knows now.
It does now.
I'm guessing.
It says kitty girl on each cheek.
Nice.
Oh man.
I
So
mean,
I'm
you missed us
guessing it.
giving Max the ducky wearing the American flag hat.
Basically,
The Uncle Sam hat.
had to, we
Oh,
had to
I
mention
heard
some
that.
weird, awkward ways.
I heard about that on my phone.
Right.
I'm guessing there's an obvious intercom button, Rojan.
There is none. Well, no,
Really?
there is an intercom button.
Okay, I was like, wow. I was like, it's kind of weird.
I'm surprised
So,
they didn't take that out after Electricity Boy broke his way in.
well, no, remember
yeah.
they said all the wiring and shit was insulated, so he couldn't. That they did some weird fucking electric maju. So I press the button and I go, "Hey Terry, are you awake?"
Who's that? Where am I?
Okay, you're conscious. So you robbed someone who works for us. You managed to get the stuff you stole back. There's some stuff missing.
I'm gonna be 100% with you, brother. I don't know what you're talking about. You said I robbed somebody. That's a daily basis for me. You're gonna have to be a little more specific.
You were pretending to be a moving guy in the MCU area.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. Ran into a little skinny guy, kind of oily, whiny voice. Asked who you were. You said you were the moving guy. Broke into a dorm room, took a bunch of tech.
Yeah, okay. took a lot of stuff.
Okay. Why'd you take it?
We, wait. Why am I telling you? Okay, I want to know where the fuck I am.
Okay. Let's try this the more persuasive way. Remember last night and you had this encounter with 7 foot something, tall drink of water, horns, long face, walks in shadows, likes to fuck,
Wait, that was
likes to
real?
mess. Oh yeah, that was real.
Yeah, what about it?
I can introduce you to him again to have a nice long conversation about why you stole from our employee and who sent you to steal it. You can do it the nice way and not have your mind scrambled into jello, or you can just tell us and we'll cut you loose. How about that?
Huh. So, your employee is somebody who I stole from, and he knows that big shadow guy.
Yep.
So what's to stop me from I don't know, reporting your ass as a specter?
See, that's the wrong thing to say. Because you can either get your brain scrambled or you can have beautiful, wonderful 3rd-degree burns all over your entire body. And I'll make it so you can't speak because the inside of your mouth counts as all over your body.
So I'm being threatened with death, is what I'm hearing.
Oh no. I mean, well-placed 3rd-degree burns won't necessarily kill you.
Go ahead and give me make it a charm roll.
I am not the charming one, but I will roll charm. Let's see. All right. Well, I guess I'm charming enough for me. That's 2 of 2.
As he starts laughing. Look,
I told you I'm not the charming one.
I know you're trying to be a tough guy here, but I ain't buying it. You want to burn me? Burn me. You want to feed me to a monster? Go right ahead. Just know that if you don't kill me, I'll bring holy hell on you. You are all just a specter phone call away from hell.
So I look at Paige. I look at Paige and I take my, I let go of the intercom. I'm like, do you want to try talking to him or should I ask Condor to send in Cupid?
So he's in the room with him by himself, correct?
He's in there by himself, yes.
Okay. And we can hear him, but he can't hear us. It's kind of like a normal police interrogation type style room.
It's like you hold down the intercom and you can hear inside.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So just kind of like hearing all this, she'll look over and out of curiosity, how is Gemma looking right now?
Gemma's keeping an eye on Louis through all of this. She's worried about him losing his cool. And so she looks kind of visibly on edge when he starts talking about giving this guy 3rd-degree burns.
Yeah, Max is...
She's very tense. I'd say she's a little stressed.
So she'll take kind of a deep breath and she'll look at the group who's down there right now. Well, actually, just so he's not waiting. On the intercom, she'll be like, "Give me just a moment." And she's gonna look to the group and she's like, well, that made me uncomfortable. I think it made you uncomfortable too, Gemma.
Very. I don't think jumping straight to threats was the best idea here, but too late to take the words back now.
No, and I usually have to pump more into the air when people are guarded or on edge. So going straight to threats usually is not the technique I normally go to.
I honestly thought we were going to go straight to your technique.
Well, Condor, I honestly, I feel awful that I feel like I haven't talked to you more to get to know you more because the more you mention cryptid, the more I realize I honestly don't know anything about your relationship with them. Does it hurt? Does it actually cause you pain or distress every time you flip? So if we ask to use your powers, does that actually do anything to you negatively? Or even long term, does it do anything to you negatively?
Oh, like long term stuff? I got no idea because I haven't been around long term yet. But I guess we'll figure that out at some point. Short term
Fair.
though, like when we do the whole swap thing, doesn't hurt or anything, but like I know what's happening and like I can kind of sort of direct his actions in the same way that like he can sort of direct my actions now, but it's like being in a room that's like pitch black and you can't move and there's like a screen in front of you and that screen is like looking through his eyes type of thing. I imagine that's what he's experiencing right now, but like looking through my eyes. So we swap back and forth.
He doesn't get angry or violent for being, I don't know if held prisoner is the right word because I don't know how you came to be, but if I said, hey, can you go in and handle this, would that be offensive or hurtful? I guess is what I'm trying to get at here.
No, I don't think so. I mean, like, he totally gets mad, like, all the time, but,
Oh,
like, it wouldn't be offensive. He loves coming out.
oh. Paige is like slowly starting to put like her own theories together, and she's like, ah, I see. Um, would you be more comfortable if I went in then, as long as he's not scratching at the back of your mind?
I mean, whatever you think is best. Like, right now, he's, like, in there, he's like, "Come on, Condor, let me scrape this guy's mind." So I don't know how good that sounds, but he's
Oh,
totally willing to do it.
yeah. You know what? I have some more questions, but I feel like that's for a separate time. Um, okay, you know what? Just because of what is happening now and the information I just gathered, I think I'll just go in if Gemma, you don't mind just keeping an eye out just in case.
Not at all.
Yeah, just
Okay.
let me know if you need my help.
Oh, of course, of course. Thank you, Condor, and thank you. I appreciate you telling me. I know you are very comfortable in talking, but you know I don't know where that line is of personal information. So, thank you.
That's fair. I get it.
And she'll kind of give you a small little smile, and she'll walk in through the room.
Okay.
And as soon as that door closes, she immediately starts emitting those not pheromones, the chemical that I totally have up.
The truth serum gas.
The truth serum, yeah. So,
So,
sodium
as
big words.
yeah.
Big words.
So as you walk in,
Whatever it's called.
Zone of truth gas.
yeah, it's pretty much your casting zone of truth. As you walk in and the door shuts behind you and you begin emitting those chemicals, you notice that something falls from his hand. He's like, fuck.
Falls from his hand. I want to see. Because if I remember correctly, this serum, I'm looking it up right now, it actually like relaxes you. It's kind of like laughing gas
Mm-hmm.
in a sense, where it just kind of relaxes you and you're more susceptible to like being friendly and wanting to chit chat.
This is even before like he's had any time to like breathe in the chemicals. Like right as that door opened, he sort of like jumped a little bit and he dropped something out of his hand and it's like landed like in between his legs in front of him. And it's like just like this small, like circular, almost looks like a beeper, but it's just got a singular red button in the center.
Oh well, shit. I will go ahead and walk over and pick it up. Am I able to like crush it or break it at all?
When you pick it up, it's decently made. I mean, it isn't like wafer thin or anything. It looks like once you pick it up, it's not necessarily like a beeper, but more like the weight of like an
tracker.
like a tracker, like an old school what do you call it? Garage door opener.
Oh, yeah.
But you could see like the Spectre logo all around it.
Yeah. Considering how there's only one other person in the room, she immediately tosses it to Louis and
I'm not in the room.
say, "Oh, you're not? Oh, you
No.
stepped out?"
Yeah, the only person who's technically in the room itself is you.
I didn't know
talking
it
to the intercom.
swapped.
Louis was talking to him through the
intercom system.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I don't know why I thought it was in there. Okay, if that's the case, she'll turn around and show this, and she'll say, like, "Can someone destroy this immediately, please, or at least get it to Bradley to track what's going on?"
Easily. You want destruction, or you want it to Bradley?
Give it to Bradley. Bradley.
Oh, Bradley, dearest.
And he just like appears next to Max. Yo, what's up?
Dude, you didn't check the guy for bugs.
Wait, he had bugs? Oh shit, I hope it wasn't fleas. I fucking hate fleas.
No, dude, I mean,
Frankie loves this guy.
fucking boomer. It's like electronic bugs, man. Look, he's got some fucking Spectre like homing device.
Oh shit. No, see, honestly, I just grabbed him from his hospital bed. I didn't really like do a once over of the guy. I just grabbed him, bagged him, and put him in here. On the plus side, the area that we're in right now is shielded, so this, if it was emitting a signal, isn't really going to get out. But
thankfully, he's in the other room, and the guy can't hear this.
Well, yeah, if he's out by Max and us, we're on the other side, though.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thankfully, this guy can't hear us saying this.
Well, why does he flips it over? Spectre Neighborhood Watch? The hell is this shit?
Sounds like a headache.
What a douche.
How dare you keep your neighborhood safe?
If you see something, say something. Narc Squad.
Narc Squad.
God.
He goes, all right. He just holds it there for a second. He just like sends just like a couple volts of electricity through it. He's like, all right, that should short it out. Yeah, but I'll see what I can figure out with this.
Take notes. I want to take notes. I want to see.
Oh, yeah, I have plans. Maybe we can reverse engineer it. Anyway, I need more bacon. And he just vanishes and it goes back upstairs.
Jesus Christ.
So technically, while that's happening, because she can't hear any of this, she's like, you know, had someone grab it and do that. She turns immediately back around going like, now, why would you do something like that? I'm technically the good cop in this situation if it makes you feel any more at ease.
Good cop, huh? Yeah, right. That's why I've got a bag over my face and not in the hospital anymore.
Oh, well.
Look, I was told what's going on. I know who you are. You're the bad guys ruining the city.
The bad guys?
You're one of them.
Well,
You're one of the meta people. Look,
I
Spectre
can't
told me
help how
all
I was
about
born.
you.
I can't help how I was born, and I'm trying everything I can to do good.
Can you give me a charm using your power here to see how long it's going to take for like the gas of truth to start working on this guy?
As she rolls like
Yeah.
13 die.
No, I mean the max all of us could technically have right now is like 7 or 8. So you know. Oh, holy fuck. Okay, hold on. Definitely a turnaround from
today.
Earlier. That's for damn sure. Yep.
No more
Let's see
3
here.
2s.
No, only 1 2 this time. Thank God. As 6 out of 7 successes.
Okay, that beats his roll. As you can see that, like, at first when you start conversing with him, he's a little tense, but he slowly but surely begins to relax around you. They gave me that and said if I ran into anybody like you guys to press the button and they would help, that I would be doing the city a favor and I wouldn't have to face charges on the stuff that I stole.
This is your way of redemption then, I take it.
Community service is what the cowboy called it.
She immediately knows the cowboy. Immediately clocks that. She's like, well, I honestly can't blame you. You were just doing what you thought was right and trying to get through your community service, or maybe you were threatened, but, you know, if I was in your shoes, I completely understand. And I'm not saying this to, you know, sound motherly or sympathetic. It's the truth. I'm sorry if they made you feel like we are monsters. I can't speak for all of us, of course, but for some of the ones I have met, we are trying. And I don't mean to try to be heroes, just try to be better. Some of us don't even want to be this.
Look, I don't know what I did. The angry guy's yelling at me about things I stole from some sort of dorm and threatening to sick his pet monster on me. I was in the hospital last night after a deal went south and I almost got cooked and a monster attacked me. That big guy pulled a couple of those weird ninja dudes into a room after storming through a wall. It was really weird. Look, I was just there to make a delivery, get some money, maybe go to Metro Burger. I wasn't really supposed to like do anything out of the ordinary. I was just there as a delivery man.
Do you not know what you were delivering?
Briefcase. I didn't really ask questions. A suit approached me, said, "Hey, you want to make a quick 300?" I ain't gonna turn down easy money. And he's just like, "Go here, give these guys this case, and get paid."
I understand if you're short on cash or definitely need the cash, especially when someone makes an easy job sound, like a piece of cake for some quick cash. But I suppose it's moments like that where a life lesson here is to maybe perhaps ask questions and maybe it's not worth the money. I am
like,
sorry that this happened.
my line of work, we don't ask questions. We just take the money and do what we need to.
But then you got hurt. And now you have to pay more for hospital bills and whatnot. Doesn't that kind of counter what you were trying to do?
No, Spectre gave me this thing and said they covered the bill.
That was at least nice to them. I'm sorry that they were the ones that put you in danger, though.
They put me in danger? What do you mean?
Well, of course. I mean, some easy money for something that seems so simple to put you in danger, and then they gave you some sort of fob or whatever to, be to alert if anything were to happen. It's almost like they knew this was going to happen.
I don't think the guy who
breathe it in. Breathe it in.
I don't think the guy who originally paid me to deliver the case was Spectre. I mean, he was outside that Worthington place. Said that he needed somebody to make a special delivery and he couldn't be seen doing it. I mean, he had a nice suit, had a nice car, figured, money was good. Oh, free $300? It wasn't going to turn that down.
True. Though I suppose when you think about it, even if you didn't have questions, it seemed a little suspicious if someone like that didn't want to get their hands dirty. Don't you think it would have been something illegal or dangerous? Clearly it was.
Look, it doesn't cross my mind. I make deliveries all the time. I steal things.
That's
I
fair.
do what I need to do to survive.
That's probably why they lured you in so easily. You'd be the scapegoat, as it were. I'm so sorry.
Go ahead and give me another charm roll, and you can... Unless you are alternating the capabilities of the gas or the chemical that you're emitting, make it a straight up charm roll.
So I actually was gonna lead up to that, where I was gonna start switching it to just pure pheromones at that point. In a way, it's kind of still like the truth serum, where it's supposed to make it friendly, but yeah, no, I'm trying to like make them horny. It's just more of the whole like, you can trust me. I'm just a sweet, pretty girl with pretty honeyed words, and
yeah, she's going from zone of truth to friendship.
Exactly.
Okay,
I know what I said.
Go ahead and give me your charm and power roll.
Jesus, dice! Oh my god, complete 180 from earlier today. Thank God.
You just killed this man.
I just
Hey, at
we
least
just killed a part of him.
At least her way is kinder than my way.
Look,
Which is
you
also
die,
probably kinder than my way.
You die with a smile on your face and a kickstand to pull you out with. So there you go.
Bruh.
As
Sorry, I think Sugar just spit out a drink.
Everyone's going to take a drink.
It was a little lower this time though. It was 5 out of 7. It was a lot of 6s though.
So as you begin to pump in the pheromone now, you've noticed this a couple times when you've pretty much bent Warren like around your finger. It's like he just completely relaxes and he is completely under your control at the moment.
Yeah.
Like any question you were to ask him, he could not lie to you.
This is what I do, guys. I'm purely support.
He got 0 successes on the resistance.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
okay.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is at this point in time defeated, and
you have your new best friend.
He's pretty much at this right now. He is a good little puppy that you can get whatever you need out of.
Your dice have been so unkind to these people from the moment they showed up.
I mean, to be fair, like the way that I'm doing these, like I'm doing them is like they have like base 4 dice that they can roll. They're nobody. They're not really anybody that
NPC.
Yeah, they're NPCs, And when he failed the first time, truth serum is starting to kick in. I took off one of the dice for him to resist. So he only had 3. Technically, if he only even made 1 success, he would have still been in some sort of control of his faculties. he got none. I mean, when you're fighting people who have encountered you before, or you're fighting other metas, yeah, things are going to be a little more difficult. But henchmen, goons, you know, normal people, cakewalk.
The good old goon.
But he
sorely lacking in today's crime dramas.
right.
Yeah, right.
Where's the henchmen? Where's the goons? Where's the guy who's running around in, you know, black turtlenecks and pants with bowler hats that have 1s and 2s on their shirts?
So she's definitely doing that thing where she's getting close to him, just kind of talking in a lower tone, very very calm, quite a whisper. Where she's just like, I mean, I can't assume that that's what they did, but just kind of putting two and two together, it makes sense that they knew what was going to happen. Why would they have someone with that much money not only pay you so little for someone with that much money, but almost guarantee you danger? That just doesn't seem right. That doesn't sit right with me. And I'm sorry you had to suffer their consequences.
So you're saying I was set up?
It feels that way. I mean, don't take my word for it. It just seems, well, I can't say obvious because that would imply something very negative, and that's not what I'm saying. I just think it just seems to fit right. And that wasn't kind what they did to you, and you were sent to the hospital because of it. Whether they paid for it or not, that's them just covering up their mistake.
Those sons of bitches.
Now, if I were in your position,
Look, okay, to be fair, we went into the dorms back over at the college. That was just a basic smash and grab. Well, technically less smash and more lying about being a moving crew. We hit a couple dorms, pawned off the stuff that we could, and then called it a day. And then I talked to the suit. Suit gave me the money. I went to make the delivery and, well, ran into those super people. And now I'm here after talking to a cowboy.
was the cowboy very tall with kind of a salt and pepper, a little bit of a country look?
Yeah,
The way he moved.
he looked like one of those stereotypical like cyborg cowboys from like the sci-fi movies.
I see. Well, and you pawned off a few things. Where did you pawn them off to?
Frankie the Shark. I mean, everybody knows Frankie. He's a fence down. He's a fence down in the trenches.
Does this Frankie? I'm sorry, I don't know much of who this Frankie is. Do they just do strictly just a pawn shop, or the electronics, or
No,
information broker?
He doesn't have a pawn shop. He's a fence. I mean, his shop is the back of his van, and he just pays us for like any of the stuff that he likes, and then he goes around and pawns it off in pawn shops or selling it to the highest bidder. I mean, he's got information too. You know, he's always got his ear to the ground. You know.
Of course.
I mean, okay. Didn't hear it from me. We kind of think the guy lives in a sewer. I mean, the shark ain't really just a nickname. He's a shark guy. You know, he's got big mouth, razor sharp teeth, kind of gray skin. Swear that underneath that trench coat's a fin. But yeah, you know.
You think he's a meta too, a meta being? You think so, or he just wears a lot of makeup?
If not, we got shark demons in the sewer. But you know, we really didn't, you know, have any reason not to trust Frankie. Frankie's always given us, you know, money for good stuff, and he gives us tips on,
of course,
when shops are going down or people are going on vacation. You know, He's a stand-up guy, pillar of the community.
Of course, of course. No one asked for any specific things from the dorms, right? You just were kind of on a little bit of a joyride and just happened upon that stuff up, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, most of those MCU kids are loaded.
Oh, that's very true. Well, I don't blame you. Does he usually park in the same spot? Is it really easy to find him?
Look, if you want to talk to Frankie tomorrow night around the tomorrow night, he's gonna have his van parked in the parking lot of the old abandoned Metro Burger that was down there.
I see.
Don't go in looking like a suit or anything,
Oh no.
Like he's got a good eye for,
That would spook him.
for like spotting feds, so be careful.
Oh, if it makes you feel any better, I'm not a fed. I'm actually genuinely concerned why people keep doing such despicable things to meta or not. So I'm really sorry, but I really do appreciate you, being truthful to me, and I'm sorry about my friend earlier. He could be a little hot-headed.
It's understandable. It sounds like I stole from him. Let him know
You did, unfortunately.
Let him know I'm sorry. I just needed the money. It wasn't anything personal.
Of course. Of course. You know what? I really do feel awful. You know what? I would like to give you some money because you've been very wonderful talking to me, and I'm sorry that you've had to deal with all this, and I would just stay away from those types of people, at least anything Spectre related, because they sound like they're just trouble and looking for people to set them up for, I don't want you to experience this again.
Yeah, no, totally. Look, you have my 100% promise that I will stay the hell away from Spectre. I understand now that they're the bad guys.
I'm glad. I'm glad. And again, I'm not saying all metas are good. I mean, that's why you need some good metas to go against the bad metas. So, I mean, just keep that in mind just in case. I'm not here to convert you or convince you of anything, but I am happy to hear that you'll probably stay away from the specters just in case. I just hear nothing but negative things from them,
Look, and also, if you do go see Frankie, don't let the fire guy burn him or the giant goat man eat him. I mean, Frankie's a good guy. He buys stolen merchandise and pawns it off and everything, but he's not hurting anyone.
No, of course. And to be fair, I personally like sharks. I think they're fascinating creatures. If he really is a shark or a shark enthusiast, then either way, we have plenty to talk about.
He looks like a shark to me.
Well, I appreciate. At this point, she's looking behind her, kind of giving the eyes of like, anything else I need to ask before I let him go? Kind of eyes as she's talking to him. So I have my friend that could give you a ride back very quickly. That way you can get back to healing.
Look, if your friend could just drop me off at my house, I'll just go there.
Of course. And thank you. I appreciate it. As she's going to I forgot I had this fucking ability. I could have just done it at the goddamn beginning, and I'm not gonna use it now because there's no point. But I will touch his hand, and I would like to inject just a little bit of healing into him as like a sign of good faith. Like, I'm a good guy. You can trust me. I'm not just, making you trust me.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a power roll.
Just straight power. Okay.
Let's go power and grit.
Power and grit. Okay. 3 out of 5.
That's enough.
And again, this is purely just kind of making him feel better, and I don't just mean making
So-
him think he feels better. I'm actually trying to heal his body a little bit.
As you do that, there's a little bit of a screech as a like small like black worm sort of like falls out of his arm and like withers and dies on the floor. This thing is probably about a good 5 inches long, but it's got just like this open like razor maw on the front, and it just withers and dies on the ground next to him. He's like, oh, wow, yeah, I feel much better already.
Like a worm or a leech?
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
pressing the
maybe like a
intercom,
leech.
but I look at the rest of the guys outside of the cell, and I'm like, y'all saw that, right? So that worm thing that come out of his arm?
Yep, that's not natural.
That ain't
that's weird.
natural.
Never seen anything like that before.
Paige is not gonna show any signs of panic. I mean, her eyes are definitely like, oh fuck, what is that shit? But instead of like kicking it or picking it up or anything, she's gonna be like, great, well, I'm so glad you're feeling better. I'm gonna have my friend take you home, them straight to your house, I promise. You may have to guide him a little bit, but he'll take you home, I promise.
Z nods.
And I will she'll stand up and she'll be like, okay, give me just a moment. I'm gonna go grab him for you. And thank you again. I'm sorry, I'm so rude. What was your name?
Friends call me Terry, but it's actually
Terry.
Mac.
Really?
Pleasure, Mac. We'll get you home right now. As she'll exit the room, and you'll see her immediately do that. Like, has anyone seen the Frog Prince with Tiana? When she sees the frog, she goes like, like she's like grossed out. She does that. She's like, there was something that came out of him.
And like,
Yeah, we saw.
as like you open the door once again, Brad is already there, touches him, like wicks him out. And as all of this is going on, we're gonna go up to the top floor with the people who stayed behind, which I believe were just Frankie, William, and the Masterson siblings.
I don't know, man. I think we're just watching Sports Center.
Okay.
Why?
Can we watch hockey?
He's an old man.
So as
My
like
Frankie's just like not even paying it. She's just on her phone.
and like Amelia like walks over, she kind of like puts her hand over her phone or over your phone. He's like, come with me.
Okay.
And she's like, she pulls you away just a bit so nobody else can hear. She's like, looks at you dead serious. Okay, I want to know truthfully, are you fucking my brother?
I want to be up there.
Why are we down there? we chose wrong here, Zora. We
chose
chose
the
wrong.
wrong
I,
group.
I regret my decision making process at this point.
So Frankie is going to be like a little bit taken aback and just says, well, first of all, nothing's official yet. Second of all, you fucked my brother multiple times. So like,
Yeah, and I just want to know if like you actually have feelings for him or if he's just somebody you're going to use and toss away. I know Queen Rockstar style over here, and you know, technically powers of a god idiot over there, but the boy is very fragile, okay? So if you're going to lead him on, I'd rather you don't.
and she just rolls her eyes at the beginning. She's like, I get it. You're protective of him. If it makes you feel better, I genuinely like him a lot. I have a crush, kind of. I don't know what it is. We haven't even kissed yet. The most we've done is hold hands and cuddle and watch movies. Just trying to
Okay.
feel things out.
I'm sorry I came off a little aggressive. I'm just very protective of the idiot.
Yeah, I get it.
Though,
I mean,
I'll let you know, if you do hurt him, I know where you sleep. And she just walks away.
yeah, no, that doesn't do anything for Frankie. She's not scared of her. Like,
It's a wild threat coming from a corpse.
yeah, right? Like, she's just like, I don't. Because Frankie has, like, genuinely has no intention of hurting him. So to her, that's also kind
She
of an
turns back around.
empty threat. She
She's like,
understands,
you know
like,
what?
the sister thing.
More than that, if you hurt him, I'll get back together with your brother.
No, don't. Please, no.
No.
Oh,
Jemima has
No.
words
That's
about
a
this.
threat.
Jemima has words about this.
no,
That's
just
the that's the real threat.
if you hurt him, I'll get back together with your brother. Good fucking luck with that. From what I've heard, your relationship ended terribly.
Look, I'm not good with threats, okay?
I know, but I genuinely have no intention of hurting your brother, using him, or anything like that. I spent I've had my heart broken really bad, and then I was, I've tried the casual thing while on tour with people. Like, I've done the rock star lifestyle that way. Your brother is the first person that I've felt genuine feelings for since James, my fuckwad of an ex.
Like, okay, I don't know who James is. I don't know who
I
you.
just said my fuckwad of an ex.
I understand that, but let me finish. I don't know who he is or how, what kind of a person he was other than being a fuckwad, or who you've hooked up casually or whatnot. My brother is a dumb puppy, okay?
Yeah, he is.
He may have all this great power and can summon all the pizza and donuts that you want, but he knows jack all when it comes to human relationships. He's never had a girlfriend. After the whole collider accident, he kind of gave up on that, thinking nobody's gonna, really want to accept what he is.
Mm.
So take it easy on him, okay? Again, he's a dumb puppy. He's a powerful dumb puppy, but he's a dumb puppy.
When have I not taken it easy on him? Like, did I not just say that
I'm
we
just
haven't
saying,
even
I'm
kissed
just
yet?
saying, like, I'm just giving you a little backstory on the kid. He's a
Yeah.
dumb puppy.
Yeah, I get it. He's so dumb sometimes.
Right?
He's so dumb. I mean,
How
he's
can
lucky
you
he's
be
cute.
how can you be omniscient and be a fucking dumbass?
It's
The boy is a paradox. Anyway, yes, my brother is an idiot. He likes you.
he's a
Don't fuck it up. Yeah, he has 5 fucking doctorates. And he forgets to not take a fucking fork out of a microwave.
Oh my god.
Oh no, he's that dumb.
He doesn't pay attention.
Mm.
Anyway, again, yes, I love my
Oh.
brother. He likes you a lot. Don't fuck things up, okay?
No wonder why we haven't kissed yet. He probably doesn't even know for sure how my feelings are. Like, because I told him that I liked him, and he said right back at you, but he didn't like. It. This is weird.
As you two are
asking
having a
this.
conversation, like, you see him like wick out and wick back in, and now he's holding like this button thing. He just keeps pressing the button.
Hey bud, what are you doing?
Oh, they found this weird tracker thingy on the guy downstairs, and then I kind of shorted it out, but I wanted to make sure that it was broken. So yeah, it's broken.
Why would? Okay, okay, it's fine. Um, Brad, are you doing anything tonight?
No, I don't think so.
If we don't have any like superhero shenanigans to do tonight,
You want to
do
watch
you
Fast
want?
Five? I mean,
Well, I was.
next in
We
the
could do that
series.
too. We could do that too, but would you want to go to dinner? Like go out
Go out to
to
dinner.
dinner?
I mean,
Yes.
yeah, if you want to. I mean, we can go somewhere, or like I can just bring food to us if you want to. If you know you want to eat somewhere else.
I mean, we can grab food and eat it somewhere else if that's what you want, but I meant like go out of the dorms.
And Amelia's like, she's asking you on a date, you idiot. And he just gets like a very
Yeah.
like blank look on his face, like deer in the headlights. It's like, oh, yeah, sure, yeah, sure, yeah, cool, yeah, we can do that.
Right. It's a date at let's set 7.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like you see,
Mm.
like you try to see the hamster turning, and it's just it's falling off the wheel.
How is he
Hamster's
so
dead.
smart and so stupid?
What's caught in the wheel?
Look, you can be a
Is it like high
genius. You can
intelligence,
be a
low wisdom?
genius, but you can be completely socially inept. And this
Yeah.
Bill is
Bill,
socially inept. He doesn't know what's going on.
Bill just overhears this whole conversation from the couch. He's just like, he'll take you to Don Vito's on 8th. Ask for the corner table. Say I sent you.
Oh.
There we go. Don Vito's. Perfect.
William the Wingman.
Great wingman.
Thanks, Laser Dude.
He's like, youths.
That's the thing. Frankie says, thanks, laser dude.
You're welcome, kids. Have fun.
And he's like, all right, hold on. I gotta run that guy home. And he wicks out, and then he's back, and he's like, okay, he's home. And then he sits down after like accepting the date, and he's just like eating more bacon, just focusing on Sports Center.
This boy is special.
This is a dumb man.
With
the mind of a genius.
Did Bradley take the black worm so we can have
Nope.
it dissected?
The black worm is still in there because he only got the feeling that he was supposed to take the guy home. Nobody thought anything of the worm.
Nope, it's being a scientist. While that was kind of happening, even though it's wigging her out horribly, Paige will make a beeline to her lab and like grab gloves, tweezers, the little like tube with a cork and the whole shebang, and be like, ew, ew, and she's gonna come back and grab it.
Okay, and you kind of just like bottle it up, and you've got this like 5-inch like like horror movie eldritch looking worm in the in the tube.
You ever see like you ever see the Brotherhood anime with the alchemist? It's like she just bottled truth. It's just like looking back at us. It's like, hey, let me out of here.
It doesn't help too that I just recently saw a clip from that new like alien or space movie with Ryan Reynolds in it that's like super serious, and the little alien thing is like a weird worm.
Oh, that movie was great. I think it was Life Form.
I think it's something like that. Yeah. Yeah. So
okay.
Look, I can do aliens. It's just anything that looks worm-like and then gets in your skin. I'm like, blah, blah. I can't.
Like
My knees itch. Ugh.
like Louis looks at Paige like you're gonna dissect that thing.
Nope. As she's gonna take it straight to Bradley.
Like as you got everybody comes back up, you know, Brad's sitting there kind of just like staring like almost absentmindedly at the screen, just grabbing a piece of bacon. As soon as the bacon is pulled, another piece of bacon like takes its place.
As soon as I see him, she's trying to keep it together and she's like, your job, look at this. Out of my area of expertise.
And he kind of just takes, he's like, okay. And he just like starts staring at the worm.
No, Bradley, right, you weren't there. This fell out of the person we were interrogating.
Dude, you told me to take him home and you didn't tell me he was covered in worm. Gross.
Was it, first of all, did it look like he was covered in them?
I don't know.
Did you look? Did you check?
No, I was just thinking of bacon in my date. I mean, he's a cool looking worm.
It fell out of his body. Yeah, this was in his body, like in his body. And it fell out when I healed him.
Interesting. Well, it ain't moving.
Yeah, it kind of
Probably
wiggled
dead.
and withered and died. Yeah, I don't know what it is though. Hence why I'm asking you. I do chemicals, not animals. Or
all right,
whatever this is.
Kind of takes it. He's like, I'll be in the science cave. And he just like gets up and walks. What?
I'm sorry, date? Because it reeks in here.
Oh yeah, Frankie.
And she looks over to Gemma immediately. She's like, not Gemma, to Frankie. And she's like, I am so sorry. Like just the moment she said, she's like, I am so sorry. What?
Is he like, yeah, Frankie and I have a date. We're going to what was it, Max? Or William, Don Guido's?
No.
Yeah, Don Vito's on 8th.
Don Vito's.
That is a great restaurant. You guys are gonna have so much fun.
Speaking of, Paige and Gemma, I'm gonna need to talk to you for a minute, but continue on with that.
As like he's like, until then, to the science cave, and he just sort of just like begins skipping down the hallway like to his lab.
Oh, he's my idiot. I love him.
Why do you think we all loved Vash the Stampede?
Oh,
I just love that idiot.
Peace.
Yeah, she goes up to Paige. She's like, I need something to wear to date. I've never been to Don Vito's. Is it a fancy Italian place? Sounds like that.
It's not.
It's
like,
not?
No,
Okay.
it's like business casual at worst.
So,
Like, no,
so
it's like a
but it's a date,
like,
so we're getting you dressed up.
So business.
Yeah,
well,
not
yeah.
high-end.
But it's like kind of a laid back kind of family style Italian restaurant. You know,
Like an olive
Nice
oil?
Oh no, Cass. It's like when it's like when you and I go to Guido's.
Ah, got it. To where you can dress up if you want to, but you don't have to.
It's a date you're going to. You're
I'm
not given a choice.
absolutely going to.
yeah, but
I'm
it's
going to
it's
wear heels in B5 too.
it's like a nice like kind of low pressure kind of situation for a first date.
How do they do with celebrities there?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, it's that.
We'll get you a corner table. Just ask for a corner table.
Is it dark? Dark enough to not have her swarmed by groupies?
I don't think that I don't think I'll be swarmed by groupies.
You get
I
swarmed
mean-
just by walking out the front door of your house.
Not
I
all
mean,
the time.
To be fair, it is like just inside the trenches, so like I don't think that's gonna be too much of a problem.
It'll
If it
be
helps, I
fine.
can chemically change your hair color.
I mean, I can change her hair. I do her hair anyway.
Oh,
I was.
old
I mean,
school.
wigs.
Yes.
Wigs exist.
Also that. Okay, right. I'm out of practice. Okay, yes. Well, this is my literal job, so yes.
I think you're in
Oh,
good hands.
you are wound up, my dude.
Because it gets me out from the worm.
Okay.
Worm.
All right,
She points over the direction he went to. Worm.
As Bradley comes over the loudspeaker, he's like, "William, please report to the science cave."
Good luck.
What in the hell is the science cave?
I'll show you where it is.
Look,
All
I know
right.
where the sparring rooms are. Don't ask me about the science cave.
I know where it is. He even
Put a-
has a sign. He has a
a-
sign.
Put a pin in that for me, would you? And yeah, let's go to the science cave.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you like walk down the hallway as Paige leads you down to a lab that says Dr. Bradley Masterson, and then like across like just like the door itself, spray painted, says science cave.
I hate it here.
But you
It's
love
like-
it here.
It's like Dr. Bradley Masterson, MD, PhD, DDS.
Science
PhD,
cave.
PhD.
It's like doctor, and it's got like to the power of 5 Bradley Masterson. As like you walk in, and it like the doors like open up, and he's got it to the point to where when they open, they just the pneumatic door opens up, and it makes the exact same noise as like the fucking doors in Star Trek.
Like, now hang on. The normal doors or like the cargo bay? Because one of those is way cooler than the other.
like the bridge elevator. The
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the bridge door.
Lame. Okay.
And like you walk in, and it looks like a normal like lab. Like there's nothing
Nothing cavernous about it.
nothing cavernous about it.
You mean there's not an actual solar system floating in the fucking room?
Nope. He's like, "Oh, cool, you're here. Your suit's ready."
My what?
Your costume, your work outfit, your uniform, whatever you want to call it. I whipped it up last night. It's right there. He points over to it, and it's like folded up and everything, just like neatly folded. Got a nice pair of boots and everything, and your like new like visor.
All right. Yeah, thanks. I wasn't expecting all this quite so soon.
That worked fast. Actually, that works fast as he points over to like this giant like replication machine.
All right, fair enough.
If you want to describe, like, if you have an idea as to what his official hero costume looks like.
Yeah, it's so I still actually have to like draw the shit, but essentially it's very similar to like the hobo costume, just like a lot more fitted. So like the base layer is like one of those like Under Armour like short sleeve like tees that's like very form-fitting, moisture wicking and all that, so it's like comfortable and easy to move in. The pants are similarly, they're like more like tactical, like grayish pants. And he has the like rigging for a climbing harness. Over top of it, he has a zip up coat. It's just kind of more constructed than the hoodie is. And then for gloves, they basically look more like almost like half finger motorcycle gloves, but they have like a hard rubber knuckle. Like it's hard rubber on one, or hard plastic on one side, and then the other side is like a nice like cushy gel. For punching things. So
I only took the time to make you some of this stuff, but decided to join up. We could talk about tools and gadgets and whatnot. Oh, by the way, Paige, I need to talk to you and everybody else as to, tools and gadgets and everything that you guys need when you go out on your little escapades. Don't need to send you guys out there naked.
but that would actually be a tactical advantage for me.
Okay, everybody else doesn't have the power of nudity to be able to, you know, power them through a fight.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
ma'am,
usually
that-
wear nothing but shorts when I go through a fight. Or should I say dress pants?
Ma'am, that's a felony.
As long as the pants are on, not yet.
Only if you show the naughty bits.
The
And it
flesh.
depends on where you're
Pants
at.
come
He's super strong.
He's
and
super strong
naked.
and super naked.
Yeah, there's some cities that as long as you're not trying to be like all shy about it, you can be naked.
So he's like, okay, starting to scan on this worm thing. There we go. I'll let you know what I find. Don't know what I'm gonna actually find out. This kind of thing is kind of creepy, but kind of cool.
It's cool.
I mean, yeah. Well, how many times a day? How many times in your life do you find a dude that had some sort of weird, giant, eldritch-looking worm fall out of his arm, and then I get to scan it? I get to investigate it.
You're right. Not enough.
Look, I don't encounter these things here as like I do if I try to like step between dimensions. God, the things between dimensions are horrifying. You should see them.
I think I'm all right.
They make cryptid look tiny.
Must be why Cryptid's so angry.
I'm starting to understand a good long bit of why you are the way you are.
What do you mean?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
So what is it?
Well, I haven't really started the thing yet. I just got into the cave and hooked it up to the machine. And now I turn the machine on and it'll do the thing. Should have an answer in an hour or two.
Perfect. Well, even though it's not my area of expertise, I still would like to know. So I'm going to go get dressed. And then I am going to have a girls' day with Frankie and Gemma. So shoot me a text and don't zip us back over because we're just still going to be gone for a good chunk of the day.
Oh, so, embarrassing to say, I've never been on an actual date. And you're kind of like a fashion expert. What should I wear?
Kinda, yeah. Well, where you're going, least need to dress a little nice. I would say maybe your choice of either nice slacks or nice fitted jeans. They don't have to be skinny, just not ripped or worn. Just a nice pair of jeans, some boots, and you know what? You could even go in a polo. Would be perfect. And wash your hair and your teeth and your face.
He kind of, you just see like his entire body sort of like morph as like he's now in like a nice pair of like loose fitting jeans. He's got like a brand new pair of boots on with like just a button up polo. Hair is like not the normal mess that it is actually combed and styled, and he's like this.
She'll go up to him and give him a little sniff. Oh, you forgot the deodorant. And cologne. Not a hint, just a hint of cologne.
And like he thinks for a moment, and you being you can tell that he is like physically changing the chemical structure of his body as you say that, as he just alters it slightly.
Okay, yeah, no, that's a good start. Most women do like the musky kind of cologne, so we'll start with that and go from there. Let's see here. She takes a step back and like kind of puts her finger up to her chin, and she's like, "You know what? Change the shirt color to more of a like a gray blue. It'll match your eyes better and it'll kind of complement her hair."
As you say that, again, he like focuses and changes himself to change the color of the shirt.
Perfect. And just the final touch, a watch.
He's paused. He's like, what kind of watch?
Hmm.
He's like, I don't think she wants me
Nothing.
walking around like with like a Spider-Man watch or something.
No, please. Please, no. No, more like the thick band watch, but nothing flashy. Your choice of either leather or just pure metal, but not gold. Please do not pick something flashy.
Yeah,
But
definitely
something
not gold.
mature.
You're not in your 70s.
See, focuses and just makes just very
Or a
like
mobster.
stylish looking
Like the
watch.
one your dad has. Something similar to what your dad wears.
You want me to wear a $10,000 watch?
No, I meant the styles there, where it's not flashy, but it definitely says that I do business.
Oh, well, I mean,
Have a nice in between.
he's like, actually, and he walks over and he pulls out like a small drawer and he picks out a watch, something like this.
Yes.
Yes.
Puts it on and just like pushes a couple buttons onto it and just like shapes to his wrist. Cool. Been wanting to try this out.
Let me see the watch real quick. Give me your hand.
He gives you his hand.
Some like
Okay, good. Wolverine's not on there. Perfect. Okay. Just want to make sure you put a picture on there.
Some quantum tech watch he's wearing.
Just want to make sure you didn't put a picture of a cartoon.
I know, right? Have him turn it down. Make sure it doesn't turn to 2 diamonds.
Good. No cartoon character on the face. Perfect.
It's like, no, this is like one of the watches we designed for my dad when he goes out onto his business expenses.
I'm just making sure.
I mean,
I'm not saying that you don't have to be you. I'm just saying for this date, it's nice to be zhuzhed up a little bit.
I think this one only has a built-in communicator. It might have a self-destruct feature. I'm not really sure. I don't think we put in any of those yet. But
you won't have to use any of that except to look for the time.
Could you wear just a normal watch, maybe?
I mean, yeah, I guess. And he kind of like takes that watch off and he goes and grabs an almost identical one, but he's like, yeah, this is just completely normal and tells the time.
Good.
Great.
Also good to know about that other watch. Okay.
Oh, you should see the clothes that we have. We have a leather jacket we're working on that's got a built-in flamethrower in the arms.
You have someone in your employ who is already a flamethrower.
To be fair, this was before we met Louis. This is for like our non-powered operatives that we have to send into dangerous situations.
Oh my God. All right. Yep. That's it.
Okay.
That's the aneurysm. It's happening.
Look, I got really excited watching like a couple of James Bond movies. I'm like, I can do that. And I just started making a bunch of weird stuff.
He's actually really good at making gadgets. We actually use them in the field.
I would write off anything you ever saw in Moonraker. Just not worth it.
Okay, well, it's only 9:00 in the morning, so look in the mirror, memorize this, memorize all the smells and everything I just told you, and then redress like that at your date.
I have memorized the genetic makeup of this look, and as he says that, he changes back into like his lab coat and his mussed up hair and everything like that. But first, science.
Just one more tidbit. Don't constantly talk about cars or movies around her. Like, you can, but don't dominate the conversation. Ask about
her.
I'm
really embarrassed to admit this. I know jack all about cars. I know they go fast, but my dad's the car guy.
Yeah, to be fair, I think Frankie would know more about cars than he does.
Well,
Paige doesn't know that.
Like a little bit more about cars.
Here's what you do. You ask about her and get her talking about her interests and like pay attention, but like master the smile and nod. Just, uh-huh.
But what if I know everything about her already?
That's creepy. And you're sidestepping a little bit of this whole process.
Paige will actually pat him on the shoulder, going like, "Oh, trust me, you don't know everything about her."
Oh, well, okay. I'll take your word for it. I mean, she is a celebrity, and everybody here has a very in-depth dossier on them that I've read back to forward and forward to back. I think the only person I don't know a lot about is William. Give me a couple days and I'll know everything, but
I'd prefer you didn't.
It's standard procedure.
You know, just out of curiosity, what's her favorite color?
That didn't come up.
Seems like a question to ask her then. Interesting. There you go.
I see the flaw in my design.
No. And she's like, no. Because you want to know why? Because that's irrelevant to the information we need to know about certain people. This is you not only collecting more information. Sure, let's go with that. But you're getting to know her more in depth than just the basics. Hey, this is her schedule. She goes from point A to point B at this time.
Oh no, I gave up to trying to learn her schedule because she never follows it. It's usually Jenna that has to lead her around. No, but
serpentine method, perfect.
Yeah. No. I mean, like, favorite color, favorite animal, favorite food, favorite time of day. Does she like clouds? Has she ever seen an interdimensional monster up close? Would she like to?
Nix that.
See? No, actually, you know what? She could be into that. You don't know until you ask.
I would say maybe don't talk shop in public.
It's like
At least not about
Eldritch horrors are definitely a third date scenario.
I guess the point is, don't be afraid to ask her certain questions.
Would you like to fight a kaiju?
Oh, just to let you guys know, the kaiju fight is coming, so prepare for that.
Good. But yeah, it's interesting that I'm sure Mrs. Laserface would be very happy to know that you are relaying this information about dates.
Oh, there's no Miss Laserface.
Have you been on a lot of dates and that's why you know a lot of this, or you just notice students?
I am. Whoa, hold up. I mean, I am
not what I meant.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
I meant like on campus observation of just like, oh look, there's people making. Never mind. Continue.
I'm almost 40. Like I've been on enough dates to know, like, you know, the basic first date etiquette.
You're almost
sorry.
40?
What? Repeat that word.
Choose your next words fucking carefully.
Like we don't got to dwell on that, but
oh, I think you're the oldest one here. Interesting. Okay.
No, technically that's my dad. I mean, my dad's 58.
Oh, this is not doing wonders for my self-esteem, but so
you're kicking it right with us kids. How about that? And she does like a very awkward, like, yeah.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I technically don't age. I have to manually make myself look older.
No, does not at all.
I mean, technically neither does his sister because she's kind of undead.
Yeah, she's dead.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, your family is fascinating.
You should see what my dad can do.
You know, I think I'm all right. for now. It's been a really intense couple of days, and I think I'm just gonna take her easy here for a little bit.
Oh, by the way, here, and like he walks over to a stand and pulls like this very ugly piece of like almost look modern art looking sculpture to you and hands it to you. It's like, just put this in your room and you'll be able to teleport to and from the dorm anytime you need.
All right, thanks. I appreciate it.
I put nail polish on mine.
Like to color it to make it look less ugly, or?
Well, I tried.
Can Louis do something real fast, Rosemary, while this is all happening downstairs in the halls of the building?
Sure, what?
So Frankie's still upstairs with everybody else, right? She didn't go downstairs to the science cave. Right. So Louis would ask her, like, dude, like, what time is your date?
7 p.m.
All right. So he like basically takes out his phone. He's like punching in a bunch of stuff, and then he like picks up the phone, and he's like, "Hello." And it's like, "Yeah, I need to make a reservation." And I'm calling like the super VIP line for the restaurant because
And they're
know
like, okay.
I hacked the VIP line.
Name?
The name is gonna be under Brad, but he's gonna have a very important guest with him that I don't want to divulge because there might be a crowd. They want a quarter table, something dimly lit.
Give me a charm roll.
You know I only have 2 die for charm, right?
Can
I know.
assist?
How would you like to assist? So don't roll yet. How would you like to assist?
He can use my name, and that'll be fine for the reservationist.
If you use Frankie's name, I will give you another 2 dice on your roll.
He's like, look, can I like swear you to secrecy?
My friend, we do not disclose if any celebrities come by or anything. We are here to serve as the best food as possible in a very welcoming and comfortable environment. We don't need the paparazzi around here.
And sorry, my brain is not braining right now. What's Frankie's band name again?
Heartbreak City.
Heartbreak City.
Right, yeah, so it's like, so Frankie from Heartbreak City is gonna have dinner with a special guest, and they've chosen your restaurant.
Go ahead and roll
We
the
need
die.
to make. Okay, come on.
I believe. Send my juju your way.
That is. I need to paint these white. Oh shit! That's 4.
Nice. They're like, understood. We will have a table for Miss Dalton and her guest ready for 7:30. You said.
7.
7. Wonderful. We will have the table ready.
Okay, thank you.
Damn, everyone's helping this date happen.
Yeah,
Let's get this fucking moved on. Come on.
Everyone's
he needs
being
to
the
read the
wingman.
room.
Look, if Louis didn't do it, Gemma was going to. So
Like Louis hangs with the phone. And he's like, "All right, you're all set."
Thanks. A lot.
He's like, "Yeah, reservations suck ass.
Yeah.
You can't use the normal numbers. You always got to like call their VIP lines."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you. Means a lot. And then she like goes back into her room because she's gonna, I guess,
Scream.
get ready to go out. Yeah.
All right. So before we close out tonight, Max and Condor and Gemma, is there anything you guys are doing?
Yes, but I'm saving it for next session because
Okay.
I need to have a chat with Gemma.
Okay. I mean, you two can have a chat right now.
Mm.
I said before we close out.
We're all kind of at our limit.
We're like 40 minutes over time. I'll save
Oh,
it for next
shit.
session.
We are. Okay.
Yeah, we're having that fun.
All right.
Yeah, it was a lot of
Perfectly
fun.
fine.
Don't get me
Perfectly fine.
wrong.
Okay, so I guess we will go ahead and end here for tonight. I did not notice the time. I was having too much fun, you know, breaking everybody's mind with how incredibly stupid a genius can be. But yeah,
fun.
thank you everybody for tuning on in. If this is your first time here, this is not the only show that we do. Coming up here on Monday will be another episode of Destiny Forge, which is our longest running show on the channel, currently in its 4th campaign. Coming up on Tuesday is going to be the return and another episode of Star Wars Tales of the Outer Rim, which is a Star Wars game run by Tiltbot. Coming up this Thursday is going to be Tricorn Isles, which is another 5th edition game that I run. On the alternating Thursdays, we've got Mass Effect Horizons, which is a 5th edition Mass Effect game that Zorro runs. Upcoming this Friday, it's a possibility. I need to talk it over with the crew if we are going to sort of stream Session 0 for our upcoming Starfinder game. If not, wait for an announcement as to when episode 1 will be. But yes, we are having a Starfinder 1st edition campaign that's going to be joining the show on a bi-weekly Friday. But coming up on next Saturday is going to be another episode of The Downfall of Propriety, which is a 5th edition Bridgerton inspired mini adventure run by Malls. And on the alternating Saturday, you have, starting off in the afternoon at noon, you have Withered Wastes, which is another 5th edition game that I run. And then it starting around 8 o'clock and running usually around 11:30 unless I get distracted, is us here on Vigilant 6. But for now, we are going to go ahead and head off. Thank you everybody for tuning on in, and we will catch you later.
I'm waving.